How y'all doing? My name's Ruben, and I'm with 5 Minute Warning. I appreciate the fact that you've downloaded our episode today. But of course, just to let you know, we are live on Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can join and talk with us and everything. You can check us out on Twitch. You can check us out on YouTube. Just put in 5 Minute Warning and join us live on the show every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for downloading this episode, and we'll talk to you soon.
The following program is rated NAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5 Minute Warning.
I never have AG, and I think the reason is because as much as I understand how that goes with such a negative trope, I also have always felt like if you don't like fried chicken and watermelon, something's kind of wrong with you. And I don't even mean like, forget being black or white. Like if I ran across a white person, I was just like, I can't stand the taste of fried chicken and watermelon. I'd be like, are you so dedicated to racism that you just can't enjoy the fact that you know this shit is delicious?
Show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new episode of 5 Minute Warning. It is your man, as always, Ruben, in the house with you tonight on a Sunday night. Beautiful, beautiful, cold-ass Sunday night. And, of course, always with me is my cousin on the ones and twos, AG. It's cold as shit outside, man. That's what's happening.
It's 2 weeks until winter time. It's supposed to be cold.
Hey, that's fair. You like the cold. I mean, supposed to be?
Yes. I mean, all the way down to the part there where God put the seasons, he installed the seasons, and this is how it kind of goes. From the beginning.
Yeah.
Depending on where you are, sometimes it's cold all the time, sometimes it's hot all the time, but in this region, it's pretty normal, sir.
Yeah, you know what? That's very true. That's very true. You know, this is one of those times I would say, I mean, it would just pay for me. It pays for me to even say this, that I would almost during the winter consider living in Florida.
I mean, but I told you the south of California would be perfect for you, sir.
You know, yes, it's closer to Mexico. I've never been to Mexico, so that'd be kind of cool.
I mean, weather-wise, it's 70 degrees like all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you know, what's up? I mean, why don't you just move? As opposed to hating on something that is out of your control, why don't you just put in for a transfer to San Diego?
So, there are a couple reasons for that. One, the cost of living there is fucking crazy.
Well, the salaries are better, too.
Yeah, but I'm not gaining. I may be gaining more zeros, but it's going right back out. Like,
that's beside the point.
I mean, for
I'm sure when your brother moved from, Petersburg to where he is now, but he's making more money.
Correct. He is.
So what's the difference? Go to San Diego, you make San Diego money.
But I mean, I'm still living like I'm living in Hampton.
You're living pretty good. You got your own house. You're doing well. What's the problem?
I mean, I'm doing okay. I'd like to do better, but that's just me.
Okay. Well,
because I feel like if you're not striving to go that next step, then you become complacent. And once you become complacent, then I mean, it's almost like, what are we doing? Because I feel like in some ways, I mean, financially bettering yourself, I mean, has always been a choice. But I can honestly say, for me, It's been a want for a long time. It's never really, no, that's not fair. I've never really made moves, too many moves out of financial before. To that, good or bad, I mean, don't get it twisted. I am happy where I am in life. Obviously, I can get happier because there's always levels to this. And I've thought about moving somewhere else. But honestly, I'd like to move. If I'm going to move, I want to move because it will 100% benefit me all the way around. Because yes, on a personal note, I have to deal with 4 months of cold weather. However, I don't have to deal with, like if I were to move to California, traffic is hell no. I don't think I can do the traffic. And I bitch about traffic here. And this shit ain't nowhere close to San Diego. Not even remotely close to the traffic there. So, the seasons are one thing. And honestly, there could be worse places I could be. So, yeah. But I do feel like every once in a while, I think it's healthy to be complaining about something. Because if you never complain about anything, I mean, I don't know how that life would be. If I'd never complained about anything, I don't know what I would do.
Okay. I just made a suggestion. I understand.
No. And I appreciate the suggestion. I don't know. I mean, California is not somewhere I would want to live. Having visited there numerous times. There are too many other things that would negatively affect me other than physically living there that I would not like. So, the devil sometimes. And I'm fair about that, The devil Like, I know that it's going to be cold as shit for the next 3 months. And every other episode, I'm probably going to bitch about it. But you know what? I'm cold. If I'm cold, that's my fault. Now, I can't control the weather, but I can control what I go out in. If I go out in a pair of shorts and complain I'm cold, yes, I'll be what they call boo-boo the fool.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but since Moby's not here yet, I want you to put Local Cowboys comment on the board. Because, yeah.
If I never complain about anything else, we know. Thanks, Foco.
It had to happen, sir. It had to happen.
It's okay,
It's going to have to be.
Yeah. Because if I had the power to change it, I would. But I don't. So,
I think you're barking up the wrong tree, but okay.
No, I'm just,
Understood.
Yeah. Spoil things. How was your week, sir?
Full of failure that will lead to successes.
That sounds like an interesting story.
Not a really interesting story. It's just kind of like you're learning something new and you fail a lot. And you feel like you can't get the job done, but it's just like, basically just hang in there, keep turning wrenches, and eventually you'll know what you're doing.
What you learning?
Well, I'm a mechanic now at my job, so I'm learning these machines.
Nice.
Not from an operator standpoint, but from a mechanic standpoint.
Is that a step up now?
Yeah, a step up enough for me. So, it's just one of those things where you spend a lot of time going, what? And you feel, my new thing is spending a lot of time thinking it's one thing, and it's not. It's much more simple than I thought it was. And so, just putting all these things together. But I will say, persistence and failure will lead to success. You have to have them both. You can't succeed all the time, and you can't give up anytime. So if you put persistence and showing up together, you will eventually succeed. Now, how high of a rate you'll succeed, I don't know, but you will succeed.
Nice. So is this I assume this is a promotion?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm certainly on the other side of things. And
So
I have
you're
the
not-
potential to make more money.
You're not on the line anymore. You're making sure the line keeps moving.
Which is much more responsibility, yes. So when
Awesome.
you fail, it's an epic fail with regard to things stop.
They all look at you like, the fuck, man?
It is what it is. I mean, you got to be Mighty Mouse, man. Here I come to save the day. And if you don't get the girl at the end. I promise you that.
I hear that.
So it is what it is, man. But so that's been my week. Much more acute this week. But I really do believe eventually it'll kind of click in and be like, oh, okay. So,
Do you feel it? Do you feel it more satisfying to use your brain a little bit more now than what you were doing?
yes. Actually, everything I'm saying kind of feeds into what we're talking about. I have a lot to say about that. But it is one of those things where I walk by my old job, like people that are doing my old job, and going, like half of me is like, I wish. Not only do I wish I was taller, but I wish I was doing that because it's much more relaxing when you know something so well. It's when you
wish you
go
were
into
balling?
something new, it's the problem. And it's going to be a problem until I know this really well. So my wife kind of had to sit me down. Well, I was sitting down. We were moving in a car. So she kind of had to sit me down and be like, if you're like this next year, that's a problem. But right now, you just got started. You'll be all right. I've had to have other mechanics kind of like point to the side and say, bro, it's gonna take a minute. You're fine. Just keep showing up. And that's really all you can do. But
It's every day.
yeah,
Every day.
because using your brain is relative. Like you can have something like that's like actual rocket science, but you know it so well, it's like it's not a problem. But so the newness of it is what I'm really talking about. It's just like everything right now is still new. There's still new things happening. And there's still new things that I know are going to happen. So it's kind of like, it's just kind of a lot of information. But the bottom line is you still have to show up. And I still have to keep the ultimate goal, which is not work related, mindful and in the front of my mind going, okay, this is a stepping stone to much more money. Just don't fail. It's not like, I'm working with everybody in my department is like a freaking genius. That's not what's going on. You have best, good, and mediocre and awful, just like everywhere else. There's no different. But what my goal is now is to learn how I can learn. Next year, this time, my goal is not to be a liability. That's what I don't want to be. Because I know people that I've heard when I was on the other side of this, I would hear mechanics talk about other mechanics. And I kind of know who's like, you just collecting a check, bro. I mean, that's what's up. What I don't want to be is those dudes. So, like I said, it's just like if, when you're a liability, it's just awful. I mean, people will smile on your face and then be like, he's a piece of shit. He's awful, man. He doesn't do, and I've heard it because I've been on the other side. In training, it's just like you're hearing like dudes that are really good talk about it. It's like, bro. So again, it's just, you just want to make sure you're not a liability. So next year, this time, I want to not be a liability. That's kind of how it goes. But turning wrenches and understand, I think it's not the turning wrenches part. It's for me, it's emotional because my trainer reminds me of my dad.
Oh.
And it's just like, I remember how hard my dad was on me because I'm the type of person is if I have to really concentrate on compartmentalization. Because and I learned this from doing things with my dad when I was young, because my dad would kind of bark at me a little bit. He'd be like, give me this, give me that. And I'm like, I didn't know what it was. And when I didn't know what it was kind of a lecture, about this and that and the other. and use your head and all the things. So when my trainer would say that, it would just take me back to when I was 10.
Oh, wow.
So I had to learn how to manage all of those things and all those emotions and, be able to do the job, because he would bark at me and put me in a situation where I would mentally do stupid things. And it was just like, bro, I got to get better at this. And it wasn't even the job that I need to get better at. I need to get better at managing my emotions. So, and then not really having any mechanical experience, and which matters, because they kind of like, when you become a mechanic, they think that you have all this experience. And that is just not true for me. I never really had that experience. My experience was in another part of life altogether. Now, there are things that I learned over time while I was there. Not while I was there, I'm still there. But when I was an operator, there were certain things that I learned over time because I couldn't stand to call a mechanic to do something I thought I could do. So I'm not, what I'm saying? So over time, you kind of understand what's going on. They're thinking I have all this mechanical aptitude, and what they really mean is they think I have all this mechanical experience. Now, whether you have aptitude in something or not will show itself as far as how high of a level that you go. However, what they really mean is, do you understand this through experience? Like when and how to use a washer with a nut. What type of washer to use, all the things. And so they presume that I don't know that. I've screwed up many parts just doing what I thought I should do. And it's like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know, really, honestly, for real. So, all those things. And it's been ever since August, it's been inundated with new information every day. It is very anxious for me to go to work. I really got to kind of woosah and then deal with whatever is in front of me, one thing at a time. Because I promise you, it's like, I would much rather know what's going to happen and be bored out of my mind than this. However, you can't be better without going through this. So you have to make a choice. And for me, the work isn't really the objective. My wife is the objective all the time.
Of course.
So it's just like, if I have a chance to make money without changing jobs, and it's a substantial raise at the top end of everything, if I have a chance to do that without changing jobs or procuring some other skill or whatever, then that's the objective. The objective is not really to fix anything. I mean, honestly, that's not, and when I say that, I mean, that is not the goal. The goal is to make more money. I found a situation that I really like, that if I do it well, I will continue to make this money. But the carrot in front of me, as the horse that I am, is the wife. That's the carrot. Because a relationship's transactional. If you don't have any money, then there's no transaction. So I have to make this money. So if I get an opportunity to make more of it, substantially more, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
It's just that simple. But I mean, the in-between part, it's kind of rough right now.
Okay.
But it is what it is. I think of CB often. I do, our cousin. Because it's like, he would probably be one of those guys be like, this dude ain't gonna make it, bruh. You see what he did yesterday? Oh, my Lord Jesus. But he, again, and I think about him often for that reason, and the other reason, which I'm gonna say now, is because his personal life, his family life, gave him an abundance of mechanical experience. Mm-hmm. He happened to have a high aptitude and inclination for it, but the mechanical experience that he gained working with his brother and his dad, that's priceless. So when you go into a situation, there are certain things you already know before it even happens. And I didn't have that. So I think of him often because of those things.
Moco Cap will hit you with a question. Is the person trainer you older or younger than you? And do you feel that there's an odd dynamic?
Yeah, because here's the thing. And I thought about this the other day. I'm glad you asked. When you're working with somebody older that's really, really good, it's like what we witnessed. It's like what we witnessed when we saw Magic Johnson coaching the Lakers. great players aren't necessarily the best coaches, even though they know what they're talking about. But they're at a level where they expect certain things.
Yep.
But they don't have the psychological wherewithal to understand who they're talking to, nor do they care. And because they're so good, they don't have to. So that's for some people, that's a recipe for destruction. Just because that you're that good doesn't mean, because a lot of being a trainer is really understanding who your trainee is as a person. So I can handle the barking, but I promise you, if that's the template for him, it's going to be a problem, man. Especially if somebody is like bigger, stronger, faster than you and willing to punch you in your face. That can be a problem because you have to understand who you're talking to. This is not the military.
Correct.
So again, it's one of those things where, you know, for those who can't teach, and and I'm not saying that's, you know, the situation 100% of the time, but there's a reason why that's a maxim. There's a reason for it. Some of your best coaches are some of your most mediocre, you know, players that just worked hard and, you know, whatever. So, yeah, and add on the idea that he's kind of like, get off my lawn, older.
Jesus.
And the idea that black don't crack and he thought I was in my 40s.
Oh.
So he thinks I'm 20 years his senior, and I'm like, bro, we're just 10 years apart. What are you talking about? He said, man, I thought you were in your 30s or 40s. I said, okay, my wife says all the time, black don't crack. But no, bro, I'm 54 at the time. I was 55 years old. We're like 9 years apart.
Got them family genetics, bro.
Well, I'm just saying. So sometimes I had to sit him down and be like, look, bro, this is what you're not going to do. Because you're a horrible listener. You don't really understand. You know this job so well, you don't listen. I told you this was happening and you said, I didn't see it. So just because you didn't see it didn't happen. And when you double back to it and saw what I told you that I saw, you couldn't look me in the face and say, yo, man, that was my bad. I see what you're saying now. You're not good at this part of the job. And this part of the job is more like 60% of it. Because again, if you don't understand who you're training, you're going to lose them. Now, if that don't matter to you, okay. And like I said before, you get a lot of leeway because you are that good. But if you really want to be good at your training job, then you might want to understand who you're training, because you're going to be with this person for, you know, 4 to 8 weeks for this section of your training. And it's just like, you got to understand who you're talking to. But, you know, that's on him. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of times he's not wrong, but when he is wrong, bro. So again, he reminds me a lot of my dad. And I use that to channel being able to compartmentalize so I can get through this. So it's all good.
Would you consider him capital OLD?
Capital O-L-D.
Old. Like capital old. Because there's old and there's capital old.
Well, I don't know, because see, I don't know his injury history or whatever it is. Kind of walks with a slight limp sometimes. But
well, I mean, just the way he interacts with you.
I would say when we do interact, I wouldn't say capital old.
Or capital O though, at least.
Getting there. Getting there.
All right. Cool.
Getting there.
Cool.
But don't get me wrong, he's a cool guy. Don't, you know, get me wrong. He's not an asshole. It's just like I said, when I've noticed people that are great at something, they can be the same people. They lack patience. and just a deeper appreciation for who they're dealing with when they're in a training type coaching situation. So I don't think you have to be that to be great, but I do understand the process.
Cool. Well, good luck in that endeavor, sir.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Hopefully, you know, he'll train you up.
Oh, he is
So
training
then
me
you can
up, but you know,
he can train somebody else.
well, good luck with that.
Mo B, what's going on, brother?
Chilling, man.
Hey, man, glad to see you, bro. Glad to see you. How was your weekend? Or week, rather?
I mean, it happened.
All right. I mean, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that.
I could have done without the snow. and the snow that's we're
What snow?
supposed to get. It snowed where you were too. You just slept through it. It was gone by the time you woke up.
He's right.
I'm just saying it.
Then to me, it didn't snow. I mean, it snowed.
Well,
but
when you're in Richmond and Williamsburg, you don't really have those choices.
yeah, because I mean, I woke up. I got up at like 7 o'clock this morning. I ain't seen
No,
nothing
I'm
out
not
there.
talking about this morning. It snowed a couple days ago, and then when I texted you, you said it didn't snow here. And I talked to my mom. My mom was like, "No, it snowed." She was like, "It just melted real quick."
It had to be because when I went to work, it wasn't snowing. Then my dad was like, "Hey, y'all get all that snow?" So I looked out the window. I said, "I don't see nothing." So it came and went really fast. It really did.
Yeah, I mean, because I've been up at like 6, 7 o'clock every day. I ain't seen no snow. But hey, good enough for me. How much y'all getting rich?
I mean, we ain't get a lot for real. It just maybe an inch.
Shut schools down?
I mean, it shut schools down before it snows. They close schools now when it might snow.
Really? I thought y'all would be a little bit more like whatever about snow because y'all get it more than we do.
I mean, even though they do, man, like everything that happens now really is a precaution to being sued.
I get that.
I knew
So like our school was already closed tomorrow, and it's supposed to snow in the morning, but I mean it hasn't. We haven't had any precipitation, but they were like, "Nah, school closed tomorrow."
Yeah, I was looking at it, and schools are getting out 2 hours early. And I was like, for what? Why are they going to school then? 4 hours of school? Like, what?
They go to
Okay,
school
well.
so they can count it as a day.
Does that
I guess when you-
constitute a day? 4 hours? Does that still give you the whole day?
Yep.
Hours,
Okay.
whatever, yeah. If a school, I guess if a kid steps in a school,
It counts as a school
they
day.
count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know
So-
what you don't want is to like start adding on hours to days to make up for the days you lost. That's what you don't want to do. Because they
Well,
build it into the
yeah.
initial schedule, but then at some point it's like, hey, y'all gonna have to come in 15 minutes early for 3 or 4 weeks to make up for that day, or you're gonna just have to have another day added. Whatever your choice is, make it because it's gonna happen.
Yeah, usually they start taking away teacher work days and stuff. Teacher work days. Yep, you got to work and you got to teach. I mean, sorry, no day at work with no kids. My bad.
My favorite day, teacher work day. Ooh. gives me the good creeps.
Oh, Jesus.
Just saying, bro. Teacher work day, especially when they had 2 in a row, bruh. It was Atari 2600 all day. I'm just saying.
This man said the Atari 2600.
Hey, man.
I am not mad.
I'm just saying. Say you're over 50 without saying you're over 50.
I know, right? I had one of them joints, man. They were awesome.
Asteroids.
Yo, Pitfall was the shit.
Yeah. So, Frogger. Can't forget Frogger.
How do we enjoy Frogger again? That game is lame.
Well, it
we
wasn't
enjoyed
late
the
to
hell
me.
out of it.
I mean, you're making broad assumptions, man. Frogger was one of the classics, man. I mean, just because you don't like it doesn't mean what I said is untrue.
No, I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just
You
saying,
said
like,
it was lame.
well, if I played it today, it'd be lame, yes. But all I'm saying is back then, it's like, wow, this is so simple. And we were just like, yeah, we all up in this shit.
Well, you have
I'm
to think
just
about
like,
what time in history this was, Ruben. I mean, we went from no games to Pong, and we played Pong for hours. And it
yeah.
was 2 lines that could go vertical, and that's all they could do. They couldn't go lateral, they could go vertical. And a little square ball, which there's no such thing. There's a little square ball that you hit, and they gave you maybe 2% English that you could use, which it wasn't even English you could put on the ball. So you have to consider that, man. I mean, so to see like 5 years later to see Frogger and Pitfall, come on, bruh. That was mind blowing. And then like 2-3 years after
not
that, the sports games, come on, man. Come on. You can't say it's lame because of that. Because it wasn't lame in the moment. It wasn't.
That's very true. That's very true.
Activision was out here killing it.
Activision was killing it. I mean, ColecoVision thought they were going to do something.
But that was after Atari, so.
Yeah, you know, ColecoVision literally was the Sega Dreamcast of its time. Good system, nobody had it because everybody had either 2600 or they had that whack ass Intellivision. That shit was whack.
Actually, really, what the bougie people had, I knew one dude in our neighborhood had this. The Atari 5200. Atari 5200 was off the hook.
It was.
Not only was it backwards compatible, but the games that they made for the 5200, bruh. Come on, man.
Hey, man, don't forget to blow in the cartridge before you put it in.
I never had to do that.
Shut up.
Never had to do it.
You haven't lived until you blow into a cartridge and inserted it.
The first time I ever really had to do that was with my iPhone. My iPhone was so dirty from pocket lint.
This guy here.
I didn't know it was a thing until the Apple tech took out a little, I don't know, a little pointy thing and just took out all sorts of lint and hair and all what. Oh, I was like, oh my. So no, I never had to do that when I had a game. Never. I had to wipe my share of CDs off though.
Yeah.
But nah.
Moby, Nintendo, man. You remember those days?
What, blowing in the cartridge and messing your game up? Yeah. I remember how much that used to mess your game up.
Wait a minute, it messed your game up to blow into the cartridge?
Yeah, you weren't supposed to.
I thought that was a good thing because you're clearing out all the lint and whatever.
You weren't clearing it out. You were actually pushing a lot of dirt onto the metal sensor part. Technically, you were supposed to get a cotton swab and alcohol and wipe it.
Okay.
That actually was supposed to. But yeah, everybody just blew into it, not realizing they were actually kind of making it worse.
Got it. Okay. I skipped all that part. I went from cartridges of 2600 to PlayStation 1. That was my next gaming console.
I had a Sega Genesis, and I had after all that stuff, I ended up getting a Sega Genesis, and I had the CD, add-on, because when they first came out with CD games, Sega Genesis just had an add-on that you attached to it, and then you get to play the CD games. I mean, of course, I was the only one that I knew that had that, so, because I guess I was bougie. I'll just take that. Me, I call it being on the precipice. Everybody else called it bougie because they were hating. So,
nah, they called it bougie because they were right. I mean, you could say being on the precipice, but that meant y'all had the financial stability to be on the precipice. Cause I promise you, they all would have chose bougie if they could have. You know what I'm saying? Even though bougie gets treated as a negative thing, hey man, I would rather have than not have. So. It ain't hate. It's basically just them acknowledging that, hey, we ain't got it and you do. So
it's like having cranberry juice in your refrigerator?
What?
Yeah, because I didn't know what that was.
Okay.
What's cranberry juice?
You don't know what cranberry juice is?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, brain fart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time that mattered, and I didn't realize it mattered, because apparently we were bougie too. I'm sitting there watching The Cosby Show. And this was later on when they introduced Pam. And so it was Pam, it was Cousin Pam.
Oh, okay, Cousin Pam, yeah.
And
sorry, think about it.
And the tiny girl, I forgot her name.
You talking about Denise's stepdaughter?
No. One of the four friends. It was Pam, it was Lance, it was the really short girl, talked really fast. She was in
Oh, the light-skinned young lady?
No, she was probably my complexion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. What they came into the Cosby household, and Pam was still kind of uncertain. They had just said, Pam, if you want to have your friends over, you part of this family now. You can have your friends over if you want to. And then, thank you, W.R. Brown, Charmaine. You remember Charmaine? She kind of went over to a different world for a minute. Anyway, like I said, they went over to the Cosby household. And it was like, y'all want something to drink? And they was looking around and they was like, ooh, because they ain't never seen nothing like that. I mean, these people are like halfway millionaires. And so it's just kind of like, there's like, you want some orange juice? You want some water? You want soda? You want cranberry juice? They was like, cranberry juice? Y'all got cranberry juice? And it was a thing. And I didn't realize that until I saw that show. And it just helped me understand that this bubble that you live in is not everybody's life. So that's why I said that to Mo, and Mo was like, yeah, just like that. That's bougie. I think it still is. Like legit fruit juice? Bruh. Come on, man. That's an intentional purchase. Most people, I mean, if they do get something that looks like cranberry juice, it's probably going to be a cocktail. But to get the real stuff, Ocean Spray is kind of weak too. They kind of fell off. But I mean, to get real, like legit cranberry
back
juice.
then, Ocean Spray was bougie.
Well, they were a different company then. But now they kind of fell off. But anyway, like I said, there are certain things, whether it's a gaming console or whether it's fruit juice, that you buy that people automatically think that you have money. Even though it's an intentional purchase, they might think that you have some money.
Interesting.
You never put those two together? Like there are certain things that you can buy that people look at you and go, oh, you one of them?
Nah. I mean, because I guess that at that time in my life I didn't think about it. Because I had people over my house. We played the Atari 2600. I just thought that it was just normal shit, but clearly,
no, it wasn't.
It was not.
Because I think in my neighborhood, I think I was one of five kids that had one. And I'm saying when it first came out, when it was like hot, my dad bought me one, or my parents bought me one for Christmas, and I were like, at the time, on Christmas Day, it was like me and two other kids that had one. By the summertime, it was more than that. But in the wintertime, I was king of the city for real. Man, Alton got a doggone Atari. I was like,
I mean, Ruben, you basically just expressed why you were considered bougie, because bougie people think what they have is regular shit until other people point it out. Like you were like, I thought it was just regular shit. And I'm just like, yeah, that's what makes it bougie. Because like to you, it was like everybody has this. That's kind of what makes it bougie. If you're aware that you have shit that other people don't have, you're not bougie. Now you're just stuck up. Like if you now you're just stuck up. But when you're completely ignorant to the fact that other people ain't living that well, that's kind of what makes you come off as bougie.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Because I'll never forget Kyle Petty said this about his family. It's just like, I thought everybody's dad was a race car driver. I never knew any better. All my friends were at the track every Sunday. I thought everybody's dad was a race car driver. Until I got older and I started meeting people outside of the sport, it's like, oh, they got regular jobs. It's the same thing. You're living in a vacuum. When you're that young, you're living in a vacuum.
Like I remember when I got my aforementioned Minnesota Timberwolves starter jacket. Like, first of all, that was intentional as fuck, because I'm a Lakers fan, but everybody had Lakers and Celtics, all that bullshit. I was like, yo, man, this Minnesota Timberwolves joint is fire. I want that for Christmas, because I wanted to stand out, because I wanted to be the only motherfucker in Pittsburgh with a Minnesota Timberwolves starter jacket. And I feel confident saying at that time I was. But that was intentional. You know, what do you want for Christmas? Can I get, because everybody has starter jackets in high school. Not everybody, but I would probably say, I don't know, a third of the school had starter jackets, but they were your Lakers, you know, Celtics, the Hawks, anybody who was kind of hot at the time. But Minnesota was the expansion team. And I was just like, yo, that jacket looks fire. Nobody at school has it. I'm trying to do that. And that's when I learned I started caring about social shit at school. Yeah. KB Yakko was like, Sunny D was the closest fruit juice you got back then.
And I'm telling you, he is not wrong, because there are drinks that are actually good.
You ain't lying.
And then there's water, and then there's drinks that are fun, but they're killing you. Sunny D was fun. That was a fun drink.
It was a step above Kool-Aid.
No, actually, it was worse than Kool-Aid. No, you know what? You're not just like right. You're right, yeah. But from a health standpoint, it is much worse than Kool-Aid.
Oh, shit was nasty.
That stuff was paint.
Sunny D and Hawaiian Punch were marketed to be so much better than they were. And honestly, not even were they marketed to be better. Like, I felt like Sunny D and Hawaiian Punch were the first like drug drinks. Because you could drink Sunny D and Hawaiian Punch, and the more you drank, the thirstier you were, because it made like it dried you out. So it was like it was giving you something that you would get a taste for, but it won't really helping you get to what you was ultimately trying to solve, which was your thirst.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do I feel dehydrated after drinking?
You drink more sugar, bro. And see, that's before they came out with Gatorade and all that shit. So, I mean...
But you see, Gatorade is going to that athletic, either you're an athlete or you got money. Gatorade was not cheap.
No, and that's the thing, right? Like, and Kool-Aid had the greatest spokesperson ever, man. The Kool-Aid Man. A big red
pitcher coming through your wall.
That come through the wall. Oh yeah,
exactly.
It's like,
yeah,
but
the Kool-Aid also is what let me know that there were just natural cultural differences, like right from the gate. Because we've talked about it before, like the old Kool-Aid commercials. You see the white people have fruit in theirs, like, you know what I'm saying, like that. And I was just like, yo, my mom ain't never given me no Kool-Aid that had fruit floating around in that shit, man. Like, it was like water mix a pound of sugar and we was good. And white people had like grapes and shit floating. White folks had grapes and shit floating in theirs in the commercial and stuff. And I'd be like, yo, why they Kool-Aid look like that? Like, hey, don't nobody, I don't ever see no raspberries floating at the top of my Kool-Aid. Like,
this motherfucker said raspberries.
Hey, bro, look, they'd have the orange peels, orange sliced up in their Kool-Aid. So, AG, I'm not tripping, am I?
No, you're exactly right.
The biggest one was the pineapple slice, man.
Yeah, I'd be like, man, ain't nobody. I'm like, yo, man, if you got money for that fruit right now, why the fuck you drinking Kool-Aid?
My first thought was, what black people eating pineapple?
But see, the thing was, and I'm gonna have to push back a little bit. Not that it's untrue, but the percentages. Because they put so much less sugar in theirs.
Absolutely. They didn't really, at least it was advertised like you just put the mix in the water and that was it.
Well, that's as much sugar as they did because they had two types of Kool-Aid. They had the packets that had no sugar. You added no sugar.
Yep.
But if you was for real bougie, you had the pre-sweetened stuff. And that was the limit. And if you're a white family, that was the limit. And so, but black families out here, like Mo said, he people putting in a pound, 16 ounces of sugar, and that's what's up. And that's why I said it's just like they put so much less sugar. Because I remember being at a friend's house going, "Bruh, you gonna put another cup in there? What you doing?"
In a cup, AG, ain't nobody measure Kool-Aid like how much sugar is, like how much sugar you put in this much.
you know how black people measure.
You just turn the bag.
Yes. Black people measure sugar for Kool-Aid like racers measure gas by time.
Yeah.
So if you pour this for 10 seconds, that's enough sugar. You know how 10 seconds of sugar at that rate goes, bruh. Legit. You didn't have a measuring cup for that.
Hey, shout out to McDonald's, bro. They still keeping that shit alive with their sweet tea. Bro, I promise you, they doing this. When they put that like their sweet tea could possibly cause diabetes.
But it's all containing.
All of it can cause diabetes. But like the thing is, it's like, yo, man, back then you actually had people who you felt specialized in doing things. Like, you'd be like, hey man, so-and-so make the best Kool-Aid. Like, the only thing special that they did was they knew just the right amount of sugar to put in.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They knew just the right. And matter of fact, you ask certain people, they would know, hey, certain flavors of Kool-Aid, you put more sugar in it than other. Like, hey, if you got this one, you put a little bit more. Like, if you got the purple, the grape, you don't put but that much sugar in. You got the orange, you might want to top it off a little bit more. Like,
but if you got the red,
Yeah, people knew exactly how much sugar went with each color packet, and you was just like, "Hey, man, that dude's an artist."
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He just ain't making Kool-Aid. He out here making art.
Okay, I got one for y'all. When did y'all discover as a kid? When did y'all discover going to 7-Eleven for a Big Gulp and making a suicide?
Never did that shit. Period.
Okay, well,
All right,
there's still a point in time in your life when you were aware of it, right?
So my dad did that. Well, I remember when I was younger, my dad would just mix so many different things up, and I just remember going, "Yeah, man, but this flavor's so good. Why would I want to taint it with putting something else in it?" That was always my philosophy. But then I feel like everybody has a mixture. That even if you're not a big mixture guy, I feel like everybody's got at least one mix in their bag that they might do. And cause mine ain't really with soda. Like, all right, I go to Firehouse Subs every now and then, and I have found that there is the high C that they have. There is a mixture that I'm like, all right, I put the orange high C in. Halfway, I switch it to cherry. And then then I put a little bit more orange to top it off. And I don't know what it is about that orange cherry fire mix, but that shit be hit. It's the only thing I mix like that though. I don't mix anything else. Like I don't mix different sodas up. I don't mix other juices up. But something about that orange cherry combination, I'm just like, I promise you, if I can hip y'all onto that shit is fire.
Next time I go to Five Guys, I'm gonna do exactly that. Okay. Let me ask you another question. When did you discover any flavored drink with ginger ale was like off the hook? Because ginger ale is neutral. It doesn't change the color and it doesn't change the taste. It just adds the carbonation.
Ginger ale is one of those things that now I feel like other people have discovered it, because when you go to stores, they got the cranberry ginger ale, they got lemonade ginger ale, and what they've discovered is like ginger ale is like back in the day how old folk used to make that punch where they put the yogurt in it. You know what I'm saying? They've hit the game now. They're just like, hey man, if you put that ginger ale in it, you can make a sherbet drink. You know what I'm saying? You in there.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense why I don't know about it. 'Cause I fucking hate sherbet.
Well, that's not the only thing ginger ale will spike up, because like when we were younger and we had family get-togethers, do you remember that tub of like colored ice that they would put in there, and then you put in like 2 liters of ginger ale, and then it would melt, and it would just be this carbonated loveliness.
Yep. Now you got a punch, baby.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I get drunk out of it.
And then you got the old folk that could spike that punch, because now if you put some alcohol in there, you are in there.
There sometimes there were 2 different bowls.
Yeah, because you were in there now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ruben, you might say you ain't hip to the ginger ale game, and you might not be, because like I know you drinking Crown and Coke, but like when I go out now, I be like, yo, give me ginger ale and Crown, because like that something about that ginger ale just hit perfect.
So let me back up a little bit. So the reason why I never drunk the mystery punch at any gatherings and stuff is not because of that. It was always some type of pulp in it, and I 100% hate pulp. Won't drink it. I'll fucking gag on that shit. That's just nasty. I can't do it. So your boy just drunk water and called that shit a day. Or if it was a soda or something else in a separate vehicle, that's what I would drink. Because I would look and I see pulp, nope, keep it pushing. Because for whatever reason, you're right, AG, they used to mix the fucking drink up and shit, but then for some reason, somebody just threw some pulp in there, and I'm just, because they had the freezer can of lemonade or whatever, and they would put that shit in it, and I would see that, nope, I'm out. And so, never did that shit.
I love
so,
pulp. I love pulp.
Can't fucking stand it. As far as the Slurpee thing or the mix and drink things, that's just unnatural to me. Yeah, I see people do that shit all the time.
Because the Slurpee in itself is natural. Right?
Nah, man, I'm just saying.
Okay, Mo, be nice. Be nice.
A frozen drink that doesn't contain any frozen content.
I'm not saying that, man. I'm saying that like yo, man, I don't want my drink to be different fucking colors. Like, that's not what I'm going for. I'm not a fan.
But I mean, the only thing that was different about it was like the foam was kind of a different color, but the Coke in it dominated everything. So it's still brown.
Well, yeah, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
I'm just not a fan. Yeah. I get a Coke Slurpee. I want a Coke Slurpee. Like, I don't want a Coke in a pina colada.
You don't splash a little cherry in there, so now you got a cherry Coke Slurpee?
Oh, cherry Cokes in the 80s was off the chain. You ain't like cherry Coke?
Cokes are nasty.
Oh.
Well, I don't like cherries, so that's just nasty to me. Like,
there are a lot of people that don't like cherries that like cherry Coke. For whatever reason. I know that's funny, but...
Every once in a while when I used to go and fucking get some drink, and I tell them I want a Coke, and I drive off, and I smell that cherry Coke, oh, fuck shit. I'm ready to throw this shit out the window. I can't do it. It's just nasty. It's just to me. I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but to me, that's just nasty.
I'm just saying, like, oh man, you're so. When it comes to like things of taste, you become like a 3-year-old all the time, man. Like when you don't like something, you like call it nasty. Like I'm just like, what a.
It is nasty to me.
No, it's not nasty. Just that you don't like it. But to say man, it's nasty. But you always say to me it's nasty. But you say that after you've already called it nasty. It's because you said out loud that it's nasty, and then you realize,
I think it's nasty.
Oh man, I sound like
I can't have an opinion on what I taste.
You can perfectly have an opinion, but you don't state it as an opinion at first. You state it as a fact at first, and then you try to switch it to opinion because you realize, oh man, the way I said it makes me kind of sound childish. Because you say it's nasty. Well,
man,
anyway, to me it's nasty.
I'm thinking about it.
AG, is that not what he's doing though?
He does it often.
All right, just
I mean, if I don't like it, this shit's nasty.
I mean, but what he's saying is you'll lead with something. Like I told when we were talking about the video games, and I was like, he's like, Frogger was lame. And I was like, what are you doing? Frogger came out in like 1982. What are you talking about? That was mind blowing in the moment. And you're like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, yes, you do it often.
You lead with the extreme so much, and then you try to dial it back afterwards.
What?
Ruben,
that's just like
Ruben. Just listen to what I'm saying. You say you don't say initially, I think that's nasty, or it's nasty to me. Your first thing is it's nasty. Period. Yeah. And then it's like you hear it and go, let me dial it back a little bit. Well, to me, it's nasty. And it's like, yo, if you would have just started with to me, it's nasty, sounds so much better than the just, hey, factual. You're the motherfucker that keeps yelling out facts for everybody's opinion. Like when somebody says something you agree with, you're like, facts. And I'm like, no, sir, that's still an opinion. It's
but I'd never say that.
You haven't learned yet, sir?
It's cool. I'm wrong.
Thank you.
I never said you were wrong.
We can move on.
I'm just saying.
You're right, sir. I'm wrong. You're right, sir. I'm wrong.
Jesus.
You are right, sir. I am wrong.
You will learn, young Padawan. You will learn. I had already gone through this once before you got on the show. You will learn, sir. You will learn.
Hey. Which one it is? But no, I don't really like the taste of mixing drinks. I'm not a fan of that. That's just not my thing. Just like I don't like fucking creamsicles. To me, that's just disgusting.
Yeah, I love those.
I can't.
I'm not a fan of creamsicles.
I can't take Kool-Aid around ice cream. No.
What do you mean Kool-Aid around ice cream?
That's what a creamsicle is ice cream in the middle with Kool-Aid surrounding it.
Oh, I never had one of those before. I thought it was always the orange ones, like, you know. Anyway.
Basically, it's just some type of fruit flavor with cream. That's what he's expressing. Yeah.
Actually, the thing that took me a long time to warm up to were ice cream sandwiches. Now I can't get enough of them. They're the best thing ever. Because at first I was like, ew. Then I was like, had one. I was like, oh, nice.
Interesting.
Especially when they got the blonde ones. I'm not going to pause that either. But anyway. Mo got it.
God, plus bear.
Yummy. I don't even like blondes. But anyway, that was pretty funny stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, man, I understand. I understand what you mean. I happen to love pulp, but but I do know people that don't like pulp, so I understand you good.
I'm neutral. I'm not a fan of pulp. I can do without it, but it ain't gonna mess something up for me. It ain't. I'm not gonna look at it and be like, oh, I can't have any of that delectable fruit drink now because it has a couple pulp things floating around in it. I'm all right.
Which is actually fruit. Because to me, it enhances the fruit flavor because it's actually fruit. So I enjoy a little bit of. In fact, when I go to get orange juice, I think I get orange juice like 2 or 3 times a year. I search out lots of pulp.
Yeah, I don't do orange juice.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. If I get orange juice, I try to get the pulp free.
Yeah, I get that.
But if somebody else has it and they just happen to have the juice that has the pulp in it, it ain't gonna ruin the experience for me. I just be like, oh, I'd rather not have this pulp, but we're good.
Yeah, sorry, ruins my life.
Your whole life?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to
Just for that
apologize
moment.
for it.
Just for that moment.
You
Just
just apologize.
It's like, Jesus, I'm not a fan with fruit in my drink. I'm just not. But
Give me sugar. Don't give me that natural.
if I wanted fruit, I'd eat fucking fruit. Like,
yeah, and
I'm
God
not
forbid
trying to drink fruit.
trust me, we know, bro. Like we can't do no fruit. Fuck. Fuck, I look like doing some fruit.
No, we can't do berries. We can't do berries, sir. Berries are nasty.
Is it all the berries?
Yeah, I'm not a berry person.
Wow, man.
Hold on, but you don't like strawberry?
Nope.
Do you like strawberry flavored anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
See, I'm the opposite. Like, I don't mind strawberries, but I generally don't like anything strawberry flavored. Like, I don't like strawberry ice cream for real. I'm just not. But like, if somebody just has some strawberries, I could eat some strawberries.
Nah.
Honestly, strawberries are just good, bro. I mean, you kind of fall off so much from strawberry flavor to strawberries.
And that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just like, I can do a strawberry, but like when you're like, hey, you don't want no strawberry flavor? Nah, I'm good.
Because if I want something that was strawberry flavored, I would just take some real strawberries and put sugar on it. That's strawberry flavored, but it's real strawberries. Just saying. It alters the real taste, but it's not strawberry flavored, which is the worst.
So the only fruits you do are apples and grapes?
Apples, oranges, grapes, watermelon. Sometimes I'll eat cantaloupe. I mean, I'm not against it, but I mean, it's not sweet. So it's like, there are just times how I feel. Sometimes, like, I've eaten cantaloupe. The whole salt on the cantaloupe thing is kind of weird, but I'm indifferent with it.
Yeah, that's a good question. Mo, you like salt on your watermelon? Do you eat watermelon like that?
Oh, your watermelon?
Yeah. My grandma used to be big on. See, my grandma was big on the salt on watermelon all the time. It was like, if your watermelon ain't sweet, because sometimes you get a watermelon that's just kind of a dud on the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
She would do the salt on it, and I could do it. Like, it was like, it's not terrible, but it's not my go-to.
Okay.
So yeah, I've done it before and I guess enjoyed it because I wanted some watermelon. But
okay, because my dad told me that one time. I thought he was crazy.
Yeah, if the watermelon's really sweet, then I'm just like, now why are you putting the salt on it? You messing it up. But if you get a watermelon that you got, this one won't ready yet, or it's not super sweet, some salt on it, I got it.
Does it really draw out the sweetness though, for real? Because my dad swears it does.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if it draws out the sweetness, but it draws out a flavor. Because if your watermelon's not really sweet, it kind of has like a nothingness taste to it. So at least the salt like draws a flavor out.
Okay, but it's not necessarily a sweet flavor.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a sweet.
Okay, and the other thing is, since we're talking about watermelon, could you imagine some racist running across our show and 3 black people talking about watermelon?
Oh, absolutely. And I can imagine, I can also imagine some non-racist, some like black person going, man, these cooning ass niggas is up here talking about watermelon, setting us back.
Which leads me to another question. Do y'all feel self-conscious eating watermelon or fried chicken and or both in public?
I could give 2 shits about what I eat in public.
I used to hate it, bro. I used to avoid it like the fucking plague. Yes.
Bitch, I'm eating this food. I don't give a damn about nobody. You got issues? Sounds like you got a problem with yourself.
I never have AG, and I think the reason is because as much as I understand how that goes with such a negative trope, I also have always felt like if you don't like fried chicken and watermelon, something's kind of wrong with you. And I don't even mean like, forget being black or white. Like, if I ran across a white person, I was just like, I can't stand the taste of fried chicken and watermelon. I'd be like, are you so dedicated to racism that you just can't enjoy the fact that you know this shit is delicious? You know this shit is delicious.
Honestly, man, my dad and I were going somewhere. I think we're going to the hardware store working on a project. And in the town we lived in, on the way out, there was a KFC. And he said, you see that? I was like, see what? I'm not looking. And he's like, look over at KFC. What you see? I said, I see people getting fried chicken. I mean, what you talking about? Because my dad loves to talk in clues. Drives me crazy. But anyway, he was like, you see how many white people over there? I said, oh, now I know what you're talking about. Okay. How many black people over there? Not that many. That's my point. White people out here love that fried chicken. And that goes exactly to what that speaks exactly to what Moby was saying. White folks gave us so much trauma behind those two dishes, or that one dish and the fruit. And they the main ones out here eating it. They eat it more than we do.
But the crazy thing is they lumped it to us. And you look at so many, like if you go to any Chinese food place, they got some type of fried chicken. If you got so many, every other culture, like Hispanics love them some watermelon. It's like they act like it was only black people eating watermelon and fried chicken. No, it wasn't. It was just we got lumped into that one.
No, I got to. Well, let me give you some history, and then we'll go back to it because you're not wrong. But for watermelon was given to us after slavery was over because white folks couldn't succeed with it. So they
absolutely.
So they gave it to us, and we killed it. And then, just like Tulsa and everything else that they destroyed that we did well, they came and took it back, and then gave us a stigma about it. But the bottom line was, it was a crop that they couldn't do anything with, and we killed it because that's all we had. The second thing is, as far as Asian people having a fried chicken game, that was due to everything that was going on in World War I and II, where you have black GIs over there teaching them how to cook. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years later, now everybody can do this, but it's a black dish that we taught everybody to do. So all of those things are black things. That's why it was so easy for white America especially to give us a stigma about it. So that's all I was saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but there is a history part to it that I don't think people know.
I mean,
well, AG, what I was saying, like, because as soon as I said fried chicken, Ruben automatically went to the chicken wings. And that's actually not what I was talking about for a lot of Asian foods. Like orange chicken, those are all chickens with batter that we had nothing to do with that.
Oh, yeah, as far as that goes. I thought you were talking about, yeah. You're right.
I thought you were talking about the chicken.
Exactly, because that's what got associated with us. But if you look at so many others, they were already doing chicken with batter. They were just mixing it up with other sauce and stuff, but it's still fried chicken. So when they just lumped the idea that black people did fried chicken, it's like, no, we just did fried chicken this way. But it's like we weren't the first people to be like, hey, if you put some batter on that thing and fry it up, that shit is delicious. Like, no, other motherfuckers was on that too.
Do we really get lumped in with the Asian version of fried chicken? Not the Asian version of fried chicken, but their idea of batter deep fried chicken. We get lumped in with that for real?
Well, no, but as soon as I said it, if you go to like any Chinese place, they do have on the menu where they have just like the regular fried chicken wings, right, which completely is how we eat it too. But it's like we totally omit the fact that like orange chicken, General Tso's chicken, all that is still chicken with breading fried.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, because apparently chicken's like the cheapest protein that is out there. So they've learned how to manipulate it in very many ways. And they associate fried chicken with black people.
Well, I'm about to say that, and that's why I've never felt that racial disparity, because I'm just like, yo, this shit is delicious. So if you don't like it, it's not because like it's a race thing. It's because you are choosing.
Yeah. I mean, you expect us to eat the motherfucker
You're
anyway.
choosing to hold so strongly to your negative racial tropes that you're going to omit yourself of this delicious delicacy just because you're afraid somebody might be like, oh, look at them niggas over there eating fried chicken.
That's exactly who I was. That's exactly who I was. I mean, sometimes it didn't
Because
matter.
I would be sitting looking at a white person not wanting to eat fried chicken. I'd be like, look at that nigga over there going hungry. look at that nigga clinging on to his vegan tree.
See,
Like-
and I think differently, right? I would think that if you had some baked chicken from like KFC, man, you know you want fried chicken. Why you get that shit?
Actually, if you're saying KFC, I kind of get the baked part, bro. I'm just saying KFC is not the best example.
My only
whatever
problem
kind
with
of
my KFC's grilled chicken is how come the grilled chicken be so much smaller than the fried chicken? That's like my only.
I thought it was me. I thought
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
like,
me.
why do y'all pick y'all smallest pieces to grill? Like, were these the pieces that weren't big enough to be fried, and y'all was just like, hey, we gotta do something with these? Hey,
Pretty
let's
much.
grill them.
That's exactly what it is.
No, wait a
That's
minute.
exactly-
Wait a minute. When I think back, if you go original recipe and you take the skin off, kind of the same size.
Nah, man, that's a big ass piece of breast, bro.
They double dredge their stuff, man. I'm telling
I'm about to
you.
say, AG, you're not wrong, but it's still noticeably smaller.
I hear that. I hear
I
that.
get it. I get the chicken ain't quite as big because of all the bread, but it still be smaller.
You're not wrong. I'm just in their defense. In their defense, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, you're right. There are, because I remember the first time I had it, I was so excited I could go to KFC and not feel bad. I got it home. I was like, are these things
You sure
small?
this? Yeah, you sure this chicken leg ain't a wing? Like, don't
Exactly.
don't act like I can't differentiate the wing from the leg, bro.
So- And you know how bad the shit is when you go to KFC and you order like a 4-piece box or something, because I'm fat, right? Usually it comes with, a breast, a thigh, wing, and a drumstick. Word, no problem. Now, I used to grow up, I had to eat the thighs, man. I couldn't get a drumstick because dad liked the drumstick and the breast, and mom liked the wings, so we got the thighs. Fuck them shits, man. So I would ask, hey, is there any way I could trade that thigh for a drumstick? Sometimes I get a yes, sometimes I get a no. But you know how much breading on these motherfuckers, where motherfuckers can't tell the difference between a thigh and a goddamn breast because they're both fucking huge. And next year, oh shit, this shit's heavy. I get home, I got 3 motherfucking thighs in here, and I'm just like, you don't know what piece of chicken. And I just want to throw the shit away. But I eat that shit because I paid for it. But still, man, it's like, that's how you realize they got too much breading on the shit. Like,
I'm telling you, it's a lot of bread, Mo. It really is.
yeah. I mean, like, the fries.
I was not arguing with y'all about the bread. I do realize it's a lot of bread,
It's
but
a lot.
I'm telling you, it still be smaller. Like,
and usually overcooked.
yeah.
And maybe that
Well,
has
then
something to do with the size because it's shrinking. It's
Well, not
overcooked
the
a lot of
breast.
times.
Oh, you talking about the? Are you
the
talking
grill
about the?
stuff? It's usually overcooked. Because anytime I've had a thigh, and anytime a thigh is tough, that's a problem.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't get grilled chicken from KFC. Why? Because if I want grilled chicken, cook the shit at my goddamn house. Like,
I mean, shit,
That's
you
what
can
the
have
Ninja
fried
Foodies
chicken.
for.
You can cook fried chicken at your own damn house.
I can.
That's a weak ass argument.
oh, hold
Like,
on, listen. Nah, motherfucker. But here's the thing. Like, I feel like when I get fried chicken, I feel like I get my money's worth, like you said, because the grilled chicken is so much smaller. And my thing is,
so
man.
you complain about how much breading it is, and then you say, but that's the reason you getting your money.
I never complained about the bread.
You
and that
just said you said it's too much motherfucking bread.
No,
Those were your words.
Hold on. It's too much motherfucking bread when motherfuckers don't know the difference between a thigh and a goddamn breast. Yes. But then again, maybe that's just motherfuckers don't know the parts of a chicken. And that's highly possible. That's all I'm saying. You know, because the thigh shouldn't look like the breast. It just shouldn't. But when I get 3 of these motherfuckers in there because they don't know the parts of a fucking chicken, and instead of getting 1 of these, I get 3 of these. I mean, maybe you're wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and my angst should go toward the motherfucker putting the chicken in the box. Because regardless of how much breading or whatever is on it, they should know the difference between a goddamn short leg and a damn breast. And if you don't know that, you're working at the wrong job. Go to fucking Wendy's. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, look, I too have had frustration towards some of the people working at fast food restaurants, but for you to say you get fried chicken because it's getting your money's worth, but grilled chicken isn't, and you gave the same reasoning, which is because I could cook grilled chicken at home, when you very easily could cook the fried chicken at home too, and then you'd be able to readily identify what pieces, because it'd be the pieces that you got. It's once again going back to that original argument I had, like, hey bro, you just be out here seeking for shit to bitch about.
So let
Mo,
me clarify.
To that point, you weren't here earlier where he said that he would not know what to do if he could not complain about something.
Well,
All right, and he's honest. Like, and you know what, man? That is a character trait. I won't even call it a flaw. That's one of your character traits.
So-
like, I know in a 24-hour period, you will not make it past that 24-hour period without finding something that you are going to complain about.
I could. I've done it before.
Bro, you know what, bro? I'm gonna call cap on that. And you know what? You might actually be right. You might have gone 24 hours without complaining about something. I'm simply saying, until I actually experienced that 24 hour, I would never fucking believe you. I would never fucking, I'd have to be with you for all 24 hours. And I know if you didn't complain, it was for a couple reasons. You physically couldn't complain, like maybe you were asleep the whole time.
You I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. That was hilarious. He said you were asleep.
like
never happened.
maybe you felt so bad, maybe you were like sick or just so under the weather that like you just felt too bad to complain.
Nah, I'm
just
complaining about being sick then.
And that's what I'm thinking as well. So I'm really thinking you're incapable of it, but you're also not ready to admit that you're incapable of it. So I understand. And so once again, I'm not saying that you're not capable of it. I'm simply saying I would never believe it until I experienced it.
All I'm saying is, hey man, everybody has an ice cube. Today was a good day. I'm not saying it happens often, but everybody has had it.
But Ruben, you've complained about stuff when you're not even unhappy. So you could have a good day, and that doesn't mean you're not going to complain about something. And that's
Ruben, that is true, sir.
And here's the thing, Ruben. I'm not debating with you that if that is or isn't true. I was simply stating, although you could feel very strongly about your ability to go 24 hours without complaining, I'm not saying that you are wrong. I'm simply saying I will never fucking believe you unless I actually experience it, which I'll never be in a position to. So I'm simply saying you will never be able to convince me of such. Just never.
That's fair.
It is the equivalent of you trying to convince a MAGA voter that he is wrong. You never will. And even if he thinks he's wrong, he'll just double down on his denial. Like, even if you weren't complaining in that 24-hour period, in my head, I'd be like, that motherfucker complaining internally. He's thinking some complaining ass thoughts.
He complained internally. Oh my God. He complained
Jesus,
internally.
Man, guys out here can't be telling the truth no more.
I didn't say you couldn't be. I simply said I wouldn't believe you. That's it. Those are two different statements. I ain't saying you lying. I'm saying I'm calling you one.
I'm still the part where he said you'd be asleep. That was hilarious. Oh my God.
Well, I could never sleep for 24 hours straight, so yeah, that's the thing. That ain't never a thing.
And that's exactly how I feel about you going 24-hour period without complaining. Like, you just ain't gonna do it. Like, you just can't do it.
I could.
All right, man. You can quit whenever you want, bro. That's what you are. You a complaint junkie. You can stop whenever you want.
Those sneezes are worse.
There he goes. He couldn't complain about sneezing. This nigga.
Complaining about sneezing. I just said sneezes are worse.
Ruben, that's how you lead with everything you're complaining about, man.
Excuse me. I try to reach the pause button. I mean the mute button, but it never makes it.
Do you feel attacked, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's good.
Good,
we don't.
good.
We're not
Because that
attacking you. It's just,
that was not an attack. In fact, I was basically calling me out through your complaints. I'm just like, hey, man, it's fucked up that you made a statement that you might actually be telling the truth about, and I'm simply telling you I don't believe you.
Wouldn't be the first time, ain't gonna be the last. I mean, it's whatever. Jesus. Harsh.
No,
It's
it's
okay.
not harsh. I
It's
just
okay.
have zero faith in your ability to not complain.
Oh, well,
And I wouldn't want to wish that upon you, man, because I feel like if you couldn't complain, you couldn't be happy.
and you
I could
did
be happy.
actually say that in so many words at the beginning of the show.
or if I was happy enough, I wouldn't complain.
Nah,
I think
No.
that's possible.
I don't
No.
see it working that way.
No,
I don't see it working
you could
that way.
have
No
8, 9
faith.
figures in the bank, married to the prettiest girl ever. That you would still find something.
Then what would I complain about?
Dude, you just told on yourself. You are self-aware. You said if there was nothing to complain about, I don't know what I would do. That's a quote. In fact,
with
it's
the-
right there.
with the
It's right
current
there. in the
life
comments.
that
And it was a quote that you made.
Yes.
We didn't force it on you.
In the current life that I currently lead, that's 100% correct.
And I said to you, I was like, man, you got your own house, you're doing well, blah blah blah, and you were like, said something else, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm single. I ain't, what? I'm sorry. So, real
Bro,
quick.
I don't get why you got to complain, bro. You single, which means you ain't got to deal with no stupid bullshit. You got half a carport, you know what I'm saying? Which means half of your car gets covered when the weather's bad. Like, bro, you out here making it, bro.
Man, why you had to be petty like that? And bring up the carport,
I
man.
know, right? That's a little bullshit, man.
that was unnecessary, man. That was cold blooded.
That's okay,
Even
man.
though it is funny every time I go
I'm
back
just
to the
saying-
house.
Taking shots. People
I'm just
taking
saying the
shots.
front of your car is always secure, or the back, whichever you choose to, take care of that day.
I didn't build it, man. I didn't build it.
It's so foul. Oh
And see,
man.
and that's the whole thing, right? Like, I ain't talked about the carport in months, but I do see it every day. And when it rains at nighttime, I come out and I look. Well, at least I ain't gotta walk in the rain. But then I get in the car and now I gotta hit my window wipers in the back because I can't see out the back window. I think
Here's
so.
the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Until you started complaining about your mini carport, I
It's
never
not a
even
mini carport.
Okay, you
it's a
have
carport.
You have
No,
a carport.
it's the size of a carport.
Your
It's the same
quarter
fucking
port.
thing.
Your quarter
It's a
port.
carport, man. It's what it is.
But the thing is, until you pointed it out that it didn't like cover up like the majority of part of your car, I had never even thought about it. Like, to me, it was just like, oh, this is a cool design that you can walk in and be covered. And then you was just like, my carport don't cover my whole car. And I'm like, holy shit, you're right. That was supposed to be a carport. And it's not. It's like a scooter port or
Wow.
a lawnmower port.
Wow.
Like it's
Wow. That's
or if
cold.
you had one, or if you had like a Vespa,
Oh
or
man. See,
if you had one of them little Mini Coopers.
Why
like
you going in on him,
or a
man?
smart
No,
car.
no,
Or
no,
a
but-
smart car.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like, yo, it makes me wonder, like, when the person did design that, were they really designing it for a carport? Like, when you were looking at the listing, was it listed as a carport?
I don't even remember.
Because if it was listed as a carport, I take some offense to that. Like, hey, bro, like, I
But
know.
So technically, it is a carport. It just doesn't. It's not big enough to cover the whole car. Now, I think the other issue is because it's an addition to the house. It wasn't originally built with the house. That is a full new extension, and they probably had some extra shit. And they was just like, "What can we do with this extra wood and shit?" Hey, man, we can make a carport. Well, we only got to go so far. Well, that's okay. And that's just what it is. It is like, I've come to grips with, because what I'm not doing is extending it. Because if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just make a fucking garage.
All right, so I appreciate the fact that you say it is a carport. But my thing is, all right, if I give you a visor and I say it's a hat, you'll go no, because the visor only covers up the front of my forehead, but this part is exposed, therefore it's a visor, not a hat. If I give you a stick in half of a piece of plastic and say it's an umbrella, you'll go, no, it's a stick that has a little piece of plastic on the top of it. Like, for something to be something, it has to be able to do its use. If you can't fit a car under it, it is not a carport.
So
that is why I say I would be offended if it was listed as a carport. Now, if it wasn't listed as anything, you just look at it and go, oh, that's cool. It's got like a little partial carport. And you said that to yourself. The lies you can tell yourself are way different than the lies somebody tells you.
You need to
very
stop.
true.
You need to stop.
But I mean, I didn't buy the house because of the car for it. So
And nor should you have.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, for what it does, I think it's still cool because
It does what it's supposed to.
Exactly. In inclement weather, you know, you can pull in there, open your door, and you're not getting surrounded by, you know, the downpour. I mean, maybe the back half of your vehicle is, but you are dry, and that is definitely a win.
yes.
But when you started complaining about how your carport was too small, that is the first time I even realized it was considered a carport. And that is when I got on and was like, damn, you're right. That carport ain't shit. But until you pointed that out,
I don't remember
had
saying
never
the
even
carport ain't shit.
You kind of did. I remember that show. Because I never looked at your house the same after you said it. Every time I drive past your house, I'm thinking.
Exactly, AG. Like, until he said it, I had never looked at it that way.
Nope.
But once he said it, I was like, I can't unsee it now.
Yep.
It must have been a time of weakness.
Or it was a time of your traditional level of complaints.
But see, that would have been a legit complaint, though.
AG, a lot of his complaints are legit. I'm simply focusing on the fact that this man feels like he could go a day without complaining, whether they're legit or illegit.
Now we're back to the whole sleep part. That's hilarious, bro.
I am of sound mind, and you know, if I need to do it, yeah, but I don't need to do it. Like, somebody put a gun in my head for 24 hours. If you complain, you die. Nah, your boy ain't complaining. He's not even thinking about a goddamn complaint. But if you're saying, you know, you can win $1 million if you don't complain, ooh, that might be a little tougher. Because I feel
You couldn't
like
do it. It would be
everything.
tough for a mill.
Well, but because I feel like that's when karma kicks in, man. And like everything that could happen to you would.
AG,
And you would be forced.
That's when his complaint would be like, I gotta do all this for just $1 million? Like, you know what I'm saying? Only $1 million?
But $1 million is, I mean, $1 million is life changing. Like, I'm retiring tomorrow money.
Once again, he's like, but just $1 million? I mean, if you got $1 million for me for not to complain, like, you couldn't give me 2? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, and I think that negotiation is fair in life.
I don't. I mean, come on, man. It's $1 million, bro.
Yep. You see? So Moco Cowboy throughout the day has been saying things. He has been quoting, hey, this is what Ruben would say.
hey, he ain't wrong.
Taxes are going to be awful. I ain't going to front. I would have thought that. I probably wouldn't say that out loud.
Exactly what I said, AG.
But I would
Even if
think
he
that.
wasn't complaining, I would be thinking his internal monologue is still complaining.
Because I'd be like,
That's
yeah,
right.
Mil, that means I'm getting 600,000 of that shit. That's rough.
All right, hey, Ruben, I would love to end right here on that because we at least agree. Because, like, even though you don't like admitting that, you basically said exactly what I said. You just said exactly what I
I
said.
have faults just like everybody else.
And I didn't even call it a fault. I said a character trait. You called it a fault,
Well, because all character traits aren't positive.
but they're not all negative either. It's a character
I
trait.
didn't see that.
I
mean-
just said it was a trait.
But that goes back to, hey, As we talked about before, you know, I am glass half full. You're glass half empty.
But see, in that situation, I feel like I must have been sounding like the optimist because I said it was a character trait, and you tried to automatically make it a negative, bro. I need you to go back to being yourself. Be your positive, complaining ass self.
I don't know either, AJ. I don't know either. I felt like this whole thing just got flipped. And somehow this is all my fault now. So
I never, you made it about fault. I simply said character trait. That's all I said. Positive, man. We gotta be positive, man. And the negative person is out here telling your optimistic ass you gotta be positive.
what are you talking about? I'm always positive. I don't need to tell myself to be positive. Just because I complain about something, that don't mean I 100%. It's like, oh my God, a building should fall on that. Like, I'm not like that. I'm just like, hey, this makes me unhappy.
But Ruben, I said it's a character trait, and then you said, but all traits aren't good. And I simply stated I wasn't assigning good or bad to it. I just simply said it was a character trait, and I guess you felt like you were being negatively attacked, and I'm just like, nah, man, you a complainer, bro. We call you one of the world's greatest haters for a reason, because you have the uncanny ability to find a complaint in anything.
So?
In anything. There are few situations that I feel like could arise in your life that you could not find something to complain about. And most of those situations that were happening are situations I shouldn't be anywhere around. Like, I don't think you could be complaining about a great ejaculation you're experiencing, but I don't need to be around that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you can have that by yourself.
That's
I don't feel like, you could be in the middle of a wet dream. You're not going to complain about that. Your only complaint would be, this is a dream, not the real thing. And that's a fair complaint. I'm simply saying we just described a situation where you get $1 million for not complaining. And your first thought was, yeah, but everything probably would go wrong that day, and I wouldn't be able to complain about all the shit going on during that day. Bro, that is next level.
I call that self-aware.
Yes, that's next level. Because AG, if I say, hey, bro, you can't complain for 24 hours, then you get $1 million. Do you give a fuck about what's happening that day?
I do not.
Exactly.
Maybe on the 25th hour. On the 25th hour, I would.
Process the negative things that could be happening that day. Because I'd be like,
I'm about to get paid.
Say shit now. It'd be like LT in that movie was like, don't drop me. I'm worth $1 million. Like, that's all I would be thinking.
I do have one question now, and then we will gladly move on. How do you see complaining as a character trait positive?
He might have you there, sir. He might have you there.
See, here's the thing. The way I see it as positive, is it like, oh man, it's so great that you can do it. But I don't see it as a negative thing, because I also see it as, no matter how irrational or how great things are going, you're still self-aware enough to know that there's always a possibility of a flaw or a fault in this situation. Where some people have, like bipolar, one of the worst things about bipolar is that you can get extremely high, and in the midst of that being extremely high, you become irrational to all the possibilities of negativity around you, which can set you up for worse situations. So I'm not saying that being able to find a complaint is a positive, but it also means that you're never so emotionally high that you can't see a way that something could be better. And that is not a negative, because some people would necessarily say, yeah, if you feel like nothing could be better, then you're complacent, which is another thing that you hate saying. You hate being complacent, even though you like being comfortable, which is kind of an oxymoron, but I get it, because it's a completely human thing. So I wasn't saying that complaining is a positive, but not the ability to find reason to complain is always negative. It is what you always like to say, which is self-aware. You are very self-aware on things could always be better. Or if you want to look at it as negative, you're very self-aware on things could always get worse. Or things could always be worse. But yeah, I don't necessarily say it is a positive, but I don't think all complaining or the ability to find complaint in something is like negative. Because I also, as much as it sounds like I was being a joke, I am very serious about you're optimistic as fuck. You're like the most optimistic complainer I've ever met. But yeah, so I get how you can say me saying that you find something to complain about as a negative trait, but I just say it's a character trait. That's it.
That's a pretty good explanation.
Okay.
And if you want to take it as a compliment, I do think you're the best complainer I've ever met. You are the best. You're number one.
You couldn't leave it alone, could you?
I'm just saying he likes positive reinforcement. I'm just like, hey, you the best. DJ Khaled, man, we the best.
Oh my God, you know what?
Would you like a
nigga?
shovel? I got a shovel for you. I mean, Jesus. And I don't believe that. I'm pretty sure that other people in your life who complain way more and better than me.
Oh, no. See, here's the thing. I might be able to find somebody that complains more. I will never find somebody that complains better. And that's just because, like, bro, you have found reasons to complain for things that I didn't think were possible to see a reason to complain about. and that, sir, you are number one. And you know what? I don't necessarily want to find nobody better. Like, that's it. Like, you are my max on that.
All right. AG, man, what's on your mind?
Well, it was going to go along what we're going to talk about, but we never got to that. But
Yeah, it happens.
I will say, if y'all have not seen the racist outburst this lady had, a Cinnabon worker had, I just want you to know that if you are white in America, there is no such thing as being canceled. This woman got fired from I'm going to presume not low paying job, but your average minimum wage job. She was working at Cinnabon. She got fired for a racist outburst that the lady caught on camera.
Was it a good racist outburst? Like, did she get her money's worth?
She kind of did, because this is my point. I'm glad you said that, because she got fired for it. She started a GoFundMe page and got more money in the GoFundMe page than she would have ever hoped to make at Cinnabon. And I'm like, it pays to be a racist. And it helps me understand how many racists are out there, that you would take the time to look at the video, get outraged, go to this woman's GoFundMe, get your debit or credit card, because I know I can't remember my numbers half the time. Put the numbers in, click the little button, and give her whatever you gave her. And on top of that, she had nerve to have a $107,000 goal. And she's more than half, and she's a little less than halfway there. I'm like, $55,000? Are you for real? But that just lets me know how this country is built. Number one, you can't tell me that I can't hate people. Number two, I hate people, especially if they're black or brown. And if nothing else, I have this white skin. There is no such thing as a person ultimately being completely canceled if you white. So let's stop it, people. Let's just stop.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Because you said no such thing as white people being completely canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying you don't think there's any scenario in which a white person can be canceled? Or do you think a white person just can't be canceled for racial things? Because I feel like a white person can be canceled if you make a community upset that also contains white people. Hence people who say things about the alphabet community, as we call it, the LGBT, because I feel like they could actually be canceled because there's enough people of the white persuasion to be on that side to cancel them. Now, if you do it in a certain way, you still, I guess, have enough people supporting you because there are enough people that just hate them for being them too. But I just don't think a white person can be canceled for racial things because there's clearly enough hatred for anybody of color or pigmentation to, you can survive.
I would have to agree. If I was really being really accurate, I would have to agree with what you said. Because I haven't seen Louis C.K. for forever. That dude got canceled and I haven't heard from him since.
And he didn't stop being funny.
No. In fact, he was at his comedic height when it happened. And I'm like, so yeah, if you start touching on people and saying stuff that's inappropriate, just like my man, because my man on Matlock that got dismissed from the show because there was an essay thing going around, or that was filed. I'm sorry, not going around, but that was filed by the person that plays his best friend on the show.
On the show, yeah.
And so I guess next season we're not going to see him. He's going to all of a sudden disappear. And so it's just like, in that way, yes, you can get all the way canceled over stuff like that. So yeah, you're right about that. But racial stuff, not really.
Yeah, you good.
Not really. Because like I said before, the entire process of buying something online, in which you're buying, you're spending money on this GoFundMe and taking the time to be upset and all the things to get you all riled up enough to go through the process of purchasing something online, that lets me know where this country is and where it was always.
And that's wild. Like somebody basically looked at her and was like, hey, you know what? She said that shit for us, bro.
Yes.
We got to support her because she is us.
Yes. And they gave her a 30% raise. She would never, ever, ever come close to making that kind of money from Cinnamon. Not even close.
The crazy thing is, it's like, all right, when she makes this money from the GoFundMe, is she gonna feel like, man, I gotta do something else because I gotta keep speaking for the people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta get back on my racist ass job.
Yes.
As much as I hear about how the person who created the GoFundMe situation is about giving back and stuff, I think there are not enough guardrails on something like that. Because first of all,
why should there be guardrails on that?
Listen to me. First of all, it's not a public traded company. I think that sometimes, man, some things just can't be accepted. Like, because to me, the fact that people can make GoFundMes for anything, and we have enough people in this, at the very least, this country, who are willing to give money for anything or anybody, I just feel like there should be some sort of vetting process. Because
that confuses me, though.
Well, I mean,
so you feel like there should be something that deems if something is worthy of your funding?
I think there should be something, because if you're gonna sit here and promote your company as something super positive, then I would deem this super negative.
To who, though? Because that's a matter of, and the reason I'm saying, because it's a slippery slope, because you're doing the subjectivity thing where like somebody has to say is something subjectively positive or negative, because somebody is going to take even this situation and say, hey, we think that it's unfair that somebody had a really bad day and had an outburst of anger, and this is going to financially be detrimental for the rest of their life. So I am choosing to try to give this person grace and a second chance by giving them funding to help them maintain their actual life and not be just a product of one moment. Now, I agree with you that nobody should get paid for this type of shit. However, but that's my opinion. So I can't get mad at the people who created GoFundMe, which in itself is not a negative thing. It's basically, hey, you get to put to the world something that you're trying to raise money, a cause or something that you believe in, and it's other people's choice to say if they believe that they want to invest in that. To say that there needs to be a guardrail for that, man, that is a super slippery slope in which now you're going to run into an experiment the thing is, who gets to judge whether something's worthy or not?
Well, and I would say you can't. No, I'm not going to say you can't. I'm going to say you shouldn't applaud all the positives without also eating the negatives. Because there are probably more positive things that GoFundMe is used for. However, there are some things where it's super negative, such as this, that is also used for. And I mean, if you're gonna own all of it, then I'm gonna be fine with it because it's your right, it is your business. But you can't come out here. Well, no, you can. Let me change that. You can come out here and be like, oh, because of GoFundMe, blah, 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 blah. And this is such a positive thing for the world and all this other stuff. Yet, we have active racism going on GoFundMe that you allow. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, like...
You made the complete opposite argument when we talked about AI. Because you don't feel like that family should be able to sue AI because AI isn't really what we're responsible for that kid committing suicide. But AI is ultimately still it did contribute, even though it wasn't responsible. GoFundMe might be responsible for some negative shit going on, but it's not responsible for it. You just gave like the same argument, but for opposite points. Because you don't want AI to take responsibility for anything negative that comes from it, even though we can say that negative things come from it. But it's like you're asking the people or the GoFundMe thing to take responsibility for the negative things that can happen through GoFundMe, even though they're not really responsible for it. That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. I completely get what you're saying. Yeah, but I'm completely telling you this is why it is what's called a slippery slope. Well, I guess one without the other.
But I guess what I'm saying is, and at least from what I've heard, the people who created ChatGPT ain't coming out to the world. Oh, we've done so much good for the world and all this other stuff.
But what are you talking about? Every commercial is about how ChatGPT and AI is making our lives so much better.
I mean, So yeah, maybe the same rule should apply for both then. Because it's one thing if it's I don't know. I feel like guardrails should be put on everything. Like, regardless. Like, I get it. We as people can do what we want until ... But the problem is until ... never seems to happen. And I do feel like, they put guardrails on Facebook, they put guardrails on, Instagram and stuff, but they can't put guardrails on either one of those two things. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it for some, you do it for all.
There are guardrails on GoFundMe because I can't put a GoFundMe. I can't say, hey, I'm trying to raise money to eliminate black people. GoFundMe won't let you do that. You can't put a GoFundMe saying that, hey, I'm trying to raise this much money so I can get rid of the gays. You can't do that. That's a guardrail.
So
if I say, hey, I want to be able to say whatever racist thing I want to say, and that's my freedom of speech, GoFundMe allows that because Constitution says it has to allow that. That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope.
Does the Constitution really say it has a lot of
Freedom of speech. It's not freedom of consequence, but it is freedom of speech.
Correct.
And she didn't get fired. She got fired because the company said this isn't what we want to reflect our beliefs. That does not mean she doesn't have the right to get paid or have a livelihood based on what she said. And that's all her GoFundMe page is basically saying. Like, hey, I lost my job because of this. I'm trying to raise money because I lost my job because of freedom of speeches that I was given. Yes, I was saying a whole bunch of things that maybe people consider awful, but it's my right to do that. And if you want to support my ability and my right to do that, you can put money on this page for me. People said, cool, I want to hear racist shit too. I want to say racist shit too. So I will pay you for the racist shit. You're speaking for me. Maybe I can't say it at my job, but I can give you enough money so you can keep spewing that hateful shit. And GoFundMe's like, yeah, we really can't put a guardrail on that.
1,000%. 1,000%.
I don't have to agree with it, Ruben, because you're absolutely right. Shit's despicable. However, I don't see how you can get mad at GoFundMe for that. GoFundMe didn't do it.
Because actually the only solution to what you're saying is to not have it at all.
Exactly.
And I agree with you. I agree with both of you. But at the end of it all, GoFundMe's can't exist because you can't police it the way you want to police it because your idea of offenses might not be mine.
Exactly.
How do you police that? Because no one is ever going to give themselves a threshold of, okay, I'm being unreasonable. No human being does that.
Oh yeah.
Everything is emotional. It's me. It's local. It's all the things about me. So they're never going to do that. So because of that, GoFundMe can't exist. It just got to go away.
Yeah, and we're in the era of I don't take responsibility for my own shit. I mean, that's very true.
We've always been in that era. We're just now. There are more avenues to exploit that than ever before.
But I would say it's way bigger now than it has been in the past.
Opportunity. I mean, it's the same thing about like infidelity. Everybody's like, oh man, people are so much less faithful than they were back in the day. There's so many more opportunities now. That's people's human nature didn't change. Opportunity did.
Yeah, because when I was growing up, there was no such thing as Ashley Madison, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't just swipe left or right back in the day and find somebody that was willing to get up. That's not how. And then even I could find that person, man. Now finding the platform and the ability to do it, juggled on top of other. Yo, man, the avenues, opportunity is everything, man. If you want to keep somebody from doing bad shit, make sure they don't have the opportunity to. That's it.
And that's why my dad says all the time. That's why they make locks.
What?
That's why they make locks, because it takes away the opportunity for somebody to be human.
Yep.
You mean to tell me if you left your car unlocked every day in Hampton with the doors open, people would just mind their business? Eventually somebody's going to go in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why they make locks, and that's what Mo B was saying.
Yeah. But I mean,
so I'm saying I absolutely agree with you that this shit is disgusting. That she's getting paid off that, and I totally agree with you. But when you're like, yeah, GoFundMe needs to do some guardrails, I'm telling you, man, you can't really, unless you're gonna eliminate it, you can't put guardrails on it.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Because if you start putting guardrails on it now, things that actually would be seen by the world as positive causes, man, now you gotta put guardrails on shit. Like for all the people who are like, hey man, you know, this person who did a lot of good things in the community passed away and their family doesn't have enough money to, you know, survive for the next 6 months. GoFundMe's help that, man. So I don't want to get rid of the positive things that a GoFundMe can do in that capacity just because this racist ass bitch is getting paid for doing some racist ass shit.
Throwing the baby out with bathwater.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And nor are you. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
You were wrong either. Yeah, I never was expressing you were wrong. I was just expressing.
Oh no, I never said you did. No, we're not there. I'm just like, you know, you know, what is it? You can't have good shit because somebody's always going to find a way to make it bad.
And that's why I brought it back to the AI argument, because as much as I talk shit about AI and I always go Skynet, I do understand that most of the legitimate uses for AI, most of the things that people were trying to do with AI and technology has been for like, hey, this can make things better. This can make things easier. This can do things to help. However, I do also know what comes with that is this could also make this inevitable consequence happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, which is sad, and we already got too many issues with people who are growing up with lack of social skills, and this just nothing but increase that, unfortunately. But you're right. The question is, does the bad outweigh the good? And at this point in time, it does not. So, the question is though, will it ever, and will somebody notice it when it does? Or is it too late?
I don't think there's any space between heaven or hell in which good can exist without bad. So anything that you can bring positive or for good in between heaven or hell will also have the ability to bring just as much bad. That's just kind of the space that we're in.
Okay, cool. My bad, AG.
You're bad about what?
What were you apologizing about?
No, I didn't know if you were done. Like,
Oh no, I was done. Y'all took it deeper, which was really good. But that was all that's on my mind.
Yeah, fuck that bitch too, by the way. So,
Hey, you know what? And that is something I feel like all three of us can firmly agree with.
Yes.
Fuck that bitch.
Yes.
Fuck. We
100%.
support that message. Hey, fuck that bitch.
And actually, and in addition to that, anyone who contributed to her.
Oh yeah,
fuck
fuck you
that bitch.
twice. Yeah, fuck you twice. With something sharp and poisonous.
Wow.
with spikes.
Spikes. Okay.
That opened up with his inside.
Oh. Now we all like saw and whatnot. Come on, bro.
Hey man, hey. At first, people think that shit's pleasurable until that happens. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, thank you, Mo B. What's on your mind?
Well, I know we've kind of run long on this show, but I did want to make an important announcement. It was an announcement that like I've been, I wouldn't say I've been trying to avoid or trying to like run from or escape. Just, it's always, I feel like it's probably always a difficult decision to have to publicly announce and, let the world know. But I'm retiring from any delusion of being a YN or young. That shit is gone. I can't, I embrace the OG tag from some of the younger folk. I embrace the people who were saying, hey man, you've aged gracefully, or oh man, you don't look your age. You know what I'm saying? I took it and I was like, hey, I'm still LeBron and I'm in the game. I'm past my prime, but I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? I'm still good. But nah man, sometimes you just gotta know when the game has passed you by, and it's time to move on to the next evolution, a chapter in your life. And yeah, man, I just in 2026, I'm gonna have to pursue the next endeavors of my life of being an old nigga. Like, and
ON?
yeah,
Is it ON or is it OG though?
You see, Unk status, I was actually okay with Unk status because Unk status had a little bit of like, all right, you older than us young people, but you are still familiar enough with us where we respect your endeavors and your experience, but we also recognize that you could still be a part of it sometime. You know what I'm saying? You see an Unk at the club, you like, hey, he may be a little too old to be here, but we ain't looking at him like he foreign. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we get it. You know what I'm saying? He's still in a familiar space. When you see an old ass nigga at the club, you're like, what's this old ass nigga doing here? So like, I'm transitioning from like just being Unk to like, I'm just an old nigga. And look, man, so LeBron started this year off injured with sciatica. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you say that you're not playing no games because of sciatica. I mean, look, buddy, you kind of old now, like, you know, because you don't really see a lot of young people talking about, like, man, this sciatica is killing me. Like, that's not generally what happens. When you start being injured for things that you didn't do anything for, like, that's when your body is letting you know, bro, it's time to move on.
I don't even know what that is.
What, sciatica?
It's a nerve that runs down your leg, right? On your back?
Yes, it's a nerve. Your nerve starts in the middle, lower part of your back, and it runs to the outside of your legs all the way down your legs. So when your sciatica is messing up, you have like a pinched nerve that can affect the use of your leg.
Or anything, actually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So look, man, when I started to realize that, you know, I was going through the changes and I needed to embrace the old a little bit more, it was like, you know, I could do something and be like, oh man, I'm sore from that thing I did yesterday, which is a perfectly reasonable thing. You know what I'm saying? If I go out, you know, a couple weeks ago, if I'd went out and played basketball and the next day, hey man, my legs are sore or my back is hurting, that is perfectly reasonable. That's like, hey, I'm not as young as I used to be. My recovery time doesn't take effect as fast as it used to. But when you wake up on Monday and you can't feel your leg and your back is hurting, and the people ask you, what did you do? And your only answer is, I woke up. Like, that's when you know, like, hey, bro, it's time to let it go. So,
ass is old.
Yeah, so I just, you know, after contemplating and discussing it with my family, and I just realized, man, it's time for me to let this young shit go.
Wait a minute, I gotta ask you a question, man. Did your family know before you did?
Oh, they always know. Like, and here's the thing, man. I feel like no matter how great you ever were at something, you are always the last to know when you ain't great no more. You're always the last to know. And that's not even a negative thing. That's just like, hey, bro, because you know what doesn't stop being great? Your mind, usually. So, like, I can still, up here, I can still do everything I used to do. Probably a little bit better. I'm more efficient with it now. I understand what works and what doesn't. But from the neck down, my body's like, nigga, we can't do that shit. Like, you're delusional now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you went from being wise to delusional. And look, every old athlete is delusional before he actually realizes where he actually is. I promise you, man, I can find any dude in their 40s that used to play basketball or used to play football, used to do something athletic, and if you ask them, hey man, you want to go to the court and hoop? If they ain't really done it in a while, in their head they feel like, yeah man, I can get out there. And hell, they might even be reasonable enough to know, hey man, it might not look good when I first go out there, but they'll talk to themselves and be like, you know what, man, if I really worked out for a couple weeks, a couple months, got myself back in game shape, you know what I'm saying, I can still hit the court for a little while. Nah, nigga, you delusional. The body don't work that way. Don't go in reverse. Niggas there ain't no Benjamin Button gene out there, bro. Ain't nobody getting better in their age physically. That's just not what's happening. So yeah, man, I just, 2026, man, I'm gonna be transitioning to old nigga status. Like, I'm just, I ain't gonna have no delusions, no qualms about doing something. When somebody asks me, hey, can you do this? My answer's gonna be like, hell no, I can't do that shit. You better find you a young G. Ain't nobody trying to do all that shit. If some young lady tries to flirt with me and she's like, ooh, I bet, bitch, I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't do nothing before you, but wish a young nigga comes your way. You know what I'm saying? I hope you find a young stallion and make all your dreams come true. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I am not him at all. When I woke up Monday with 2 herniated discs in my back, and the only thing I could tell the doctor I did was woke up. What'd you do the day before? Existed. Were you lifting anything? Only myself. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I did. Were you doing any strenuous activity? Unless you calling breathing, eating, and sitting strenuous. No, sir. Nigga, I just got old. Overnight. So yeah, man, I just like to announce, Publicly and not. Look, man, I promise you, man. Now that I've had some time to reflect on the good times I had with this young status that I carried for so long, you know what I'm saying? I can admit, man, I had a good run, some good experiences, some good times, some great memories that, you know, maybe I can appreciate now that I'm a little bit farther away from it, and I can appreciate some of them games, you know. Even the L's I took when I was younger, you know, I can appreciate now and be like, hey, man, it was just an experience to be there, man. But yeah, man, moving forward, man, I just got to transition. This ain't the end, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the end. It's just a new transition, new chapter in life, man.
I know you old now because you led with this ain't the end.
Yeah, this ain't the end. This ain't the end, but you know, it's closer to the end than it was before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Jesus Christ.
This
I'm
ain't
on
the
what they
end.
call the back nine. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the back nine now. I'm not.
Got more behind me than I do ahead of me.
Yeah, there's definitely more behind me than is ahead of me. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna enjoy this time ahead of me. You know, I'm gonna take the opportunity to try to instill some wisdom upon the people who still in the game. You know, because like now all I can do is give them advice. You know what I'm saying? I can't do anything but give them advice.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Orange Juice Jones now, man. I
Oh
can't do
my
nothing but
goodness,
give you
Orange
advice,
Juice
baby.
Jones.
Can't do nothing but give you advice.
Oh,
This guy here.
Now I gotta start adopting some of them old man sayings when you ask them how they doing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find some cool, catchy things like, "Hey, trying to get to the money before it get to me." You know what I'm saying?
I think you got the young blood thing down already.
See, the young blood thing still has that era of young in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
no,
not
it
there no more.
doesn't. Because when you said it 3 years ago, I thought you were an old man.
See, that's when I was in unk status. You know what I'm saying? When I started calling the younger people young blood, that was like me trying to say, hey, I can give you some experience, wisdom, and show you something. Now all I can do is give you experience and wisdom. I can't show you shit.
I disagree. Every man that's ever called me young blood has been old.
Yeah,
Your definition of old is...
Hold on,
what?
Ruben. You said earlier, capital OLD. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody that says young blood ain't been capital OLD.
I beg to differ, sir.
Nah, man. And actually, a lot of those people who are saying young blood are those delusional people that I was just talking about. There's a little delusion in there, man.
I'm telling you, young blood is almost exclusively for capital OLD. I'm telling you.
Oh, when they calling you young blood?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Old dudes say
okay.
young blood.
Yeah, you're right. Old dudes say young blood. But, you know, I was in the denial stage, man. Like, even though I was saying it, I still had delusions of having young traits. That's why I said I'm officially retiring from even having young traits.
Why
Like,
are we even talking? I am 10 years older than you. What is wrong with you?
AG,
What?
it's not just about, like, the age. I'm not about to R. Kelly you. I'm not about to be like, age ain't nothing but a number on you. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, like, there is a certain level of awareness and self-actualization that exists when you really embrace the fact that, hey man, I can't do some of that shit that I used to be able to do. And even though I was okay with some of that, you know what I'm saying? I was okay with not being able to do some of the stuff. I still wasn't fully ready to admit that I can't do any of that shit now. Like, I just can't do any of it. Like, I can't even talk myself into believing, like, hey man, if I just hit the gym for about 5 or 6 months consistently, I clean up my diet all the way, you know, I can still get out and do this shit. Like, nah, man, bro, I'm telling you, when I woke up and I just was like, hey man, I can't feel my right leg and I can't stand up straight. And the only thing that I can remember doing was falling asleep in the bed. That's it. Like, and for a while, everybody at the hospital just kept asking me, like, hey, you know, did you lift anything? Did you strain anything? Did you do anything? Nah, doc, I woke up. That's all I did. And I was happy to wake up. But like, I didn't do anything else. Like, I don't want to say I got to the point where like I can dream an injury, because maybe I was up here hooping it up in my dream or something and woke up and was like, oh shit, I dreamed it, now it's real. But yeah, dog, like 2 herniated discs in my back, and then a whole hospital full of people trying to give me pain meds again, man, just because I went in there saying I couldn't feel my leg. And they were like, you want some pain meds? I can't feel my leg. What's pain meds gonna do for me not being able to feel my leg? This bitch dragging. If I could feel it, that might be an improvement. So yeah, man, 2026, man, I'm gonna transition all the way to old. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even advising young niggas no more. Like, nah, man. All I can do is school you on transition into being old now.
Understood.
Jesus.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I appreciate it, man. Kinda.
He said kinda.
Yeah, kinda. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, there's a section for people who still don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But
come to grips with your own morality.
You are in the building.
When you come to grips with your own morality, you'll be fine.
Mortality.
So, sure. Either one works.
It doesn't.
All right.
It really does.
So, what's on my mind? Two things. First thing, I got a problem. So, they announced who got elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame today. Anybody know who it was?
P. Rose get in?
Hell no.
Okay.
He ain't never getting in.
Did Barry Bonds get in?
Yeah.
Come on, that's funny.
Then fuck that place.
Yeah. Jeff Kent.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who Jeff Kent is, AG?
I do.
Moby?
Yeah.
Awesome, because I didn't. Which kills me.
Well, I mean, at this point in time, because they had to eliminate like a whole pool of people because they're so afraid of like the idea somebody might have taken steroids. Like now, we just digging in the crates for names.
Yeah. 17 seasons in the majors, 6 franchises. I mean, he was named NL MVP in 2000, playing for the San Francisco Giants. Yeah. Other than that, I can't tell you anything about it.
And that's what makes it a little bit more insulting too. So they're like, hey, we ain't gonna let Bonds in, but this nigga that played with him, that wasn't as good with him that one year, we'll let him in.
Yeah.
That's real. That's so accurate. I mean, it wasn't 1 year, but he was a good player. But the idea that he's getting in, and yeah, it's kind of crazy.
His best season was in 2000. Career .334 average. Posted 33 homers, 125 ribbies. He hit 377 career homers, 351 as a second baseman, which is the most for any second baseman ever. So this motherfucker got in because he hit the most home runs on second base. Missed me with all that bullshit.
We all know baseball petty, man.
Fuck them all. And I just, now that I talk about him, I remember this dude.
It's not even shade to Jeff Kent. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good baseball player. It's my argument that most of the Hall of Fames have kind of started to adopt, which is like you're so desperate to put somebody in the Hall of Fame all the time that it's missing what the Hall of Fame is, which is like this should be reserved for the elite, the people that like you can't tell the history of this sport without this person. And I don't feel anybody thinks that about Jeff Kent. No shade. Great player. I feel the same way about like Craig Biggio. Yeah, like great player, played for a long time, was really good. Nowhere in my argument for Craig Biggio do I say Hall of Fame. Just Eli Manning. Nowhere in his career does he say Hall of Fame. I get it, he won 2 Super Bowls, but like overall, his totality of a career, never would have considered him Hall of Famer. Now, that's not me saying, oh man, this is so awful that this dude got in the Hall of Fame. No, man, this is great for him and his family. But at the end of the day, I can't help but look at it as just another slap in the face to like Barry Bonds. It's like, hey,
all really good, man.
This dude that you carried for a couple years on your team, he can make the Hall of Fame because, you know, we didn't dislike him. So he wasn't a dick. So he's in.
So yeah, so fuck those guys. I'm number 1.
Is he the only one they made?
Yes.
So first of all, as a Hall of Fame committee, at some point in time, I gotta look and be like, hey man, if the only nigga that I can let in the Hall of Fame this year is Jeff Kent, then either I need to tighten up on like who I'm considering a Hall of Famer, or like, hey, sometimes it's gonna be like, hey man, ain't nobody making it. Like, I'd be alright if they just came out, hey, our club good right now.
Hall of really good, baby.
We got
Hall of really
enough
good.
baseball players in our Hall of Fame right now. Until
Yes.
some worthy people become available, we gonna stand pat.
All right. And my second thing is, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha ha. All y'all motherfuckers out there who sat there on national motherfucking TV for a whole motherfucking week. Yeah, I don't think Miami's getting in. I don't think Miami's getting in. Nope, they're gonna put Notre Dame in. Blah, blah, blah. I love Heather Dinich. She said every time she could talk. The way they've been moving, they're gonna put Notre Dame in. You know what? The first time this year, the committee did a good job because they did the right thing. Hey
To
man,
who?
for Miami.
Oh,
Well,
so it was just the right thing because it's Miami.
Well, it's the right thing for football. However, because let's just be real, shoe on the other foot, Notre Dame would have made it. Let's be honest. You know, and I feel like they did everything possible to get Notre Dame in there. But once BYU took that L on Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, it was over. And I'm gonna be honest, man.
So you think if BYU wins, Notre Dame's in and not Miami?
No, if BYU wins, Notre Dame's not in either. Neither one of us in, because they would have taken the Big 12 bid, and Texas Tech ain't getting kicked out. They're too high up. So at the very least, they may fall to 9 or 8, but Texas Tech is still in. So like, and that's the thing, right? And then because the Alabama atrocity happened, then Notre Dame would have been like, well, Alabama got their ass beat, blah, 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 blah. Which they did get their ass beat. Let's just be real about that. But they didn't penalize Alabama because they played a championship game. I can't be mad at that, you know? So, but here's the thing. When it's all said and done, the committee did what was right because football is played on the field. If you got two teams who are by metrics closely beside each other and one beat the other, I don't know what we're talking about. You know? So, and honestly, as a Miami fan, I took joy in Miami making it over to Notre Dame. That made it special. But the special didn't end there. Oh no. Thank you, Notre Dame, for putting out a message saying, we will not accept any bowl bids this year, basically because you didn't get in the playoff. Thank you. I appreciate you. And yes, the petty is on 200 right now because fuck them. How dare you sit here and beat a whole bunch of fucking nobodies with shitty records and say you're one of the best in the country. The committee didn't get it right at the beginning, but at the end they got it right. And for all these people out there who are Notre Dame fans, I mean, if you mad, you should have known this shit was coming. Now, if they had picked Notre Dame over Miami, I would have started us the show bitching. Because when it's all said and done, you can't have the same record as somebody and one person beat the other and that person not get in. That doesn't make football sense and it doesn't make logical sense. So now everybody's mad because they didn't do this shit at the beginning of the playoff shit. Like when they started doing the rankings and stuff. They mad they didn't do that at the beginning. Hell, I was mad that Miami was so fucking low. But you know what? They just did it on the field, and they won their games, and they beat quality competition. And Notre Dame played scrubs. Not scrubs. That's not fair. I apologize. They played teams who they were better than, but not ranked worth anything. I will say that. Moby and I had this discussion yesterday. Pretty much he was saying he didn't think Miami was going to get in.
I never
And
said
that's
that. I said everybody was complaining about this Tuesday show when it doesn't matter till the end.
Well, yeah, that is very true.
That's all I said. I didn't say it mattered either way. I just said everybody's getting bent out of shape about standings that don't matter.
But unfortunately for some people, they do matter. To a point where a whole team decided that they didn't want to go to a bowl game because they were disappointed. Now,
well, not only that, like I've told you, when you have this playoff system that it has now, you're going to have a lot of teams decide that, and it's not because they're mad that they didn't go to the playoffs. They also understand that it's going to be really hard to get their players up and motivated for a game that don't mean shit. Kids are already talking about where they're trying to transfer to. They're already trying to negotiate NIL deals for next year. You're not good. I've been saying it for years. As soon as they started a playoff system, you made it real hard for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to get motivated for a game that don't mean shit. Kids do not give a fuck about playing in the Tostitos Bowl or the Alamo Bowl. They don't give a fuck about that. Like us old people who remember when bowl games mattered, we do, but they don't give a fuck. They're going to have a whole bunch of people who are thinking about, do I need to go to the NFL draft? Do I need to start working on the combine stuff? And as an organization, as a school, I'm not trying to motivate 40 or 50 kids that don't really give a fuck about a game to play when I could just say, hey, nah, man, we good. We had a good season. Let's move on. And it's not like they need the money that comes with these bowl games. They're a program that doesn't need that. So, I mean, you can do the whole, I just want to shit on them because I don't like their fan base that wants them to be in. But, like, that's not necessarily the really goal or reason why they're not playing a bowl game. It's probably just really hard to get kids who thought just a couple hours ago they'd be playing in the playoffs for a chance to win a national championship that, ooh, now we get to go to New Mexico for the Alamo Bowl or something. Like, come on, man. That's just disingenuous. Like, you wouldn't be cool with that. You wouldn't be motivated to do that. Ooh, I got to prove these people wrong that they should have put me in the playoffs by going to play some mediocre school in a bowl that don't matter. Human nature, man. I don't think anybody wants that. I almost wish they would just eliminate bowls. Like, hey, you got this playoff system now. If you don't make it, you don't make it.
And maybe one day they'll do that. But until that day
they'll
happens,
never do that because money happens.
I was going to say too much advertising money wrapped up in other bowls, man.
Exactly. I mean, but all I'm saying is, hey, man, as far as I can tell, as far as I've looked around, they're the only team that said, I don't want to go to a bowl. All these other teams are going to bowls. But hey, man, once again, hey, they're too good to be in a conference.
They're not too good to be in a conference. They don't fucking need a conference. It's about money. We always say it's about money. And then you are normally the first person that's like, hey, man, money matters. And now in this situation, when they're like, we don't need the money, we good here. You're like, oh, well, they too fucking good to be in the conference. Blah, blah, blah,
well,
blah.
Man, I've always said
Notre
Dame's too good
I hate
to be in
them.
the
Blah, blah,
conference.
blah, blah, blah,
Wait a minute.
blah.
I have never heard you say blah.
What?
He sounded like you, blah, 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 blah. I've never heard him do that.
Because I've never done that.
You just did it.
Not the blah, blah, blah thing. That was him. That was Moby saying that.
Okay.
That wasn't me.
Okay. You good?
All I'm saying is, yes, I'm a fan. And yes, I don't like Notre Dame. So to watch their demise makes me happy. And yes, I'm petty. So, like, I'm good with it. And the fact that they don't want to go to a bowl game and they put out a press statement saying they don't want to go to a bowl game, that makes me even happier. Sit your sorry ass at home and you can sit and watch everybody else do stuff. So, like, whatever. Like, hey, man, all I know is the sun shined on the right on the right day, and we didn't get an atrocity that could have happened. And that's all I'm saying.
Sympathy and empathy should only be reserved to the people that Ruben see fit for it. Poor everybody else. Just
Who's everybody else?
I mean, there's a lot of stories about this college football playoff that aren't just revolving around Miami getting in and Notre Dame not. Like, and then you say, thank God BYU lost. So
I didn't say thank God. I did not say that.
Because, you know, honestly, the people I feel the worst for is BYU. I feel terrible for BYU because I feel like they have something that happened that nobody else can say. BYU isn't in the playoffs because they lost to one team
Twice.
but they lost to a top 5 opponent twice.
I mean, but they didn't lose, man.
They
got
lost
monkey stomped.
So did Alabama. They got lost.
But they at least beat Georgia at one time.
Once again, BYU lost to one top 5 team
That they played.
One top 5 team. BYU didn't lose to anybody else. Everybody else besides Ohio State and Indiana has a loss to somebody worse than BYU.
Well, Indiana doesn't have a loss. They're
Exactly. I said everybody but Indiana and Ohio State has a loss worse than BYU. Everybody else has lost to at least one team that everybody's like, yeah, they probably shouldn't have lost to them. But BYU lost to a top 5 opponent twice, and we're just like, nope, can't do it with them.
Ole Miss lost to Georgia. That's their only loss. They lost to Georgia.
Okay. So we got another team in the playoffs that...
I'm just saying there are a couple teams in there.
I'm just saying, like, BYU doesn't have a terrible resume, and it's like, hey, they lost to one team twice.
So I'm going to be honest, I haven't looked at their resume, so I can't speak on it. So I won't. But, I mean, you know, you just can't get monkey stomped by the same team twice. On the national stage twice.
Sympathy, empathy. Like, the thing is, like, your argument and a lot of people's argument is always about this whole deserving and who you beat. No, it's like, yeah, but that argument always gets adjusted to like what serves your story or narrative better. That's why I really hate, like, I know I'm the minority, but this playoff thing did not make college football better. It's done nothing but make college football worse to me. Now, it's made them a lot more money, so I understand why they did it, but is anybody having more fun with college football and doing it this way? Like, do you feel better about college football now, Ruben, than you did, say, 20 years ago?
I would say...
And maybe you do. I'm okay with being the minority in this, but I don't feel better about it.
I mean, and that's fine. That's your opinion. And I mean, and I'm not.
But I'm asking you, do you feel better about it? Like, you won't ruin my opinion if you do.
No, I mean, honestly, I would much rather stuff get settled on the field than get settled by computers and shit.
But there are too many teams to settle it on the field. It never actually. It's always still either solved by somebody's opinion or a machine's opinion. All the teams don't play each other, and we don't have a format or system in which you win and you're in. Now, for some conferences you do, but the fact that we have so many people that, well, this team should have been in because of this, and this team should have been in. It's like, hey, how about you just win your fucking conference, and then you're in? I would love a playoff system in which we basically just said, fuck it. I know we have big conferences, little conferences. You win your fucking conference championship, you're in the playoff. That's it. We don't have at-large bids. We don't have anything else. If your conference is too big for all your schools to play each other, then hey, maybe you should consider shrinking your fucking conference so it can be equal, so it can actually be fair. That way, I would love to reach a point where we don't have an argument at the end of every year about who should be in the playoffs. It should be like, hey, Duke won the fucking ACC championship. Oh, but they lost 5 games. But they fucking won their conference championship. So they should be in. Hey, wait, they're the Big 12. So what? If you win your fucking conference championship, you're in. Hey, if you have a problem with it, win your fucking conference championship. We don't have to debate winners. When you're debating losses, I don't feel like anybody's having fun. Like the NFL, we have playoff teams all the time that go. We used to go with 7-9 records. We'd be like, man, this motherfucker got in. But you know what? They won that fucking division. If you had a problem with it, somebody else should have won the division. We've had wild card teams win the fucking Super Bowl. Nobody complains about that. Like it's just fucking winning, you're in. I don't feel like having a constant debate every Tuesday about, I don't know why the committee has this school above this school, and I feel like their record was tougher than that. Like, bro, can we just win and be in? Like, I hate this fucking pointless ass argument about opinions. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You can say Notre Dame didn't play a really tough schedule. Miami played a tougher schedule. Cool. Miami beat Notre Dame. I'm totally with you on that. When you're like, hey, Miami should be in over Notre Dame because they won. Totally agree. End of story. But not every situation is as simple as they played each other. Most of the time, it's not that. So yeah, I ask you, is this more fun for you this way? Or does it just feed what you like to do, which is complain? Which is what everybody likes to do. Like, the reason it works so well for college football is because constantly, every week, as soon as the BCS comes out, every week, we have something to complain about. So I get why it makes more money. I just want to know, is anybody enjoying it more, really? AG, do you even keep up with college football like that?
Yeah, I was surprised at Notre Dame, and then I was more surprised with what Ruben said. But then I went online and checked it, and he's right. However, I was still surprised that Notre Dame didn't get in because it's Notre Dame.
It's Notre Dame, and I'm with you on that.
But I feel like, I was telling Lauren about it today before I knew the information I know now, that I feel like that them not being a part of a conference, that power that they have has a dark side, and this is the dark side that bit them in the ass.
Yep, this is the negative to not having it. But I understand why they don't want to be in the conference, because why give a conference your money when you can make it yourself?
Right. No, I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying that everybody here is right. But, to answer your question in particular, it's really, college football to me right now, no matter what you want to talk about, is super ironic because after all this change, it's still the same.
Exactly.
So, I mean, succinctly, that's what I feel about the entire college landscape. Because I've watched more college football in the last couple of years than I have in the last 10 or the previous 12. So it's just like they added the playoffs and there was more complaining about it. So they widened it and added more slots, and we're still complaining about it. It's like whatever the NCAA does, what we're doing now is really important to them. Because if we're not complaining about it, we're probably not watching either.
Yep.
So they kind of stumbled upon something that because the noise of the playoff was so loud that they felt like they had to do something about it. But this is one of those really good, it's not an unintended consequence, but an unintended reward, because we're still treating college football and complaining about it like there's no playoff. Like we're still picking and choosing who's going to be the two opponents in the national championship game. But there's 12 teams now. So it's I think it was a stroke of
genius.
But you can't say it's genius when it's accidental.
Yeah.
They did it because of pressure, but again, unintended rewards. They are making money hand over fist while still promoting the same game and still upsetting the same group of people about the same things, like that's any different than the previous 100 years.
Yeah, basically this racist bitch just started a GoFundMe page.
Exactly. The core of it hasn't changed. The vehicle has, but the core hasn't. We're still debating who should be in and who shouldn't be. Now, Ruben, you're absolutely right, because when I looked at the schedule's kind of weak.
Yeah, their schedule is never going to be good because they're not in a conference.
Exactly.
And they got so many rivals who aren't good.
Right. So it's just like...
And they play the shit of the ACC. They're not playing the good teams in the ACC.
I hear what you're saying.
They're playing the shit.
But maybe they'll learn a lesson. However, they did the same thing the year before and they got in. Actually, they were runner-up. They were runner-up in the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I think that I've watched a lot of Notre Dame, and I think that they're really good. But like Ruben said, when we're talking about college football in particular, like Mo said, it's like when we're talking about pro, our mind is somewhere else. When we're talking about college, all the things that are like moral victories or losses don't matter. Like if you barely beat a team that you should shellac, that goes against you. Forget the W. It goes against you. If you lose to a team you have no business being on the same field with, all of a sudden that's a win and you get credit for a loss. College football is the dumbest shit ever, but it's emotional. There is no logic at all. It's all emotional, except for the people at the top, which are manipulating all this. But for the rest of us, them down, from the committee down, it's like all of this is so emotional. It's not logical at all. So,
and that's the way you just explained it right there, and that's probably why I don't enjoy it, because I would be so much more into it if it was just a rules, logic, you win, you're in, that's it. Like, because I get into this same argument when we start talking about the NCAA basketball tournament. Me and Ruben knows, I've been telling Ruben for a long time, I hate the fact that we have so many at-large bids. I hate the fact that the field was once 32, then it went to 64. Now I feel like 98 motherfucking teams are in.
But that's emotional.
But they're not really in it. They're in play-in.
Man, that's emotional too, because people can't stand to be excluded.
I get it, but I'm saying that's why, like, those type of things I don't find enjoyment in. Like, the game is enough for me, and the game is like, hey, if I won, I should be in. If I didn't, I shouldn't be, and that's okay. It's okay. We didn't win.
But you hurt people's feelings.
We had to play a tougher schedule than somebody else. But hey, this is our schedule. We play who we have, and we didn't win. Sucks for us. We'll try to do better next year.
Said no person in this time in history ever.
I know I'm too logical with my wins and dubs, man. Like, I know I'm the minority. That's why I simply asked Ruben the question. I wasn't even being facetious. It probably comes off that way, but I just be like, man, are people having more fun with this new process? Because I'm not.
They're doing the same thing. College football has not, from a structural bowl game / playoff standpoint, and from a consumer standpoint, there is no difference in college football from the day they instituted the playoff and all those decades back to now. It's the same thing. We're still arguing over who should be in and who shouldn't be and all the things. It's the stupidest shit ever. However, if you get emotionally involved with something, there is money to be made. And the NCAA has done that very well. Even though a lot of the new stuff has been done because of social pressure. So when they finally relented, they had another boon. Who knew? It's the same game.
So, to answer your question, yeah, I kind of am enjoying it. And I think the reason why I'm enjoying it is the reason why you're not enjoying it. Because we've talked before that I'm very much fanatic. There are teams I ride with, and I ride hard for them. And sometimes it becomes a lot more emotional than probably it needs to be. But, I mean, that's what fans do. Like, you can like a team, you can be a fan of a team, you can be a fanatic. I would say that I'm a fan. I don't think I'm in the fanatic stage because I don't spend, like, my whole house is not covered in hurricane shit, or like my car doesn't have fucking Washington Commander shit on. Like, I ain't that far. But emotionally, yes, I'm very much tapped in. And so, yes, last year, Miami did not make it for some bullshit, you know? And this year, you know, we made it. But as we've said, you know, you take the head-to-head away, and they were just 10-2, Notre Dame probably would have made it. without question. Even though they played a punk ass schedule after the first 2 games of the year. But, you know, when it came down to it, you got to reward what happens on the field. And I would say that if we had beaten them or if they had beaten us, you know, hey, we're not going to make it because Notre Dame beat us. That shit ain't happening. And I would have watched the show, but I'd have been like, fuck it weeks ago. But I wasn't, you know? And for me, yes, I took my lap around because, damn it, I should. Because anybody who would be talked about, who was talking about it, was for sure that the committee would not make the move. Hell, they almost convinced me that they wouldn't make the damn move either. But when it's all said and done, common sense won. And you can say however you feel about that, but to me, common sense won in the end, because had they not done it, we'd have gone back to the days of, wow, we never see power teams play each other anymore. Why? Because it don't mean shit. When I can play St. Clair School of the Blind and get my wins up and shit and make it to a tournament instead of playing teams that, when it's all said and done, should be playing. Because if you're an upper echelon, you should be playing at least 1 or 2 upper echelon teams, unless they're your conference. So that's personally how I feel about that. And so, but I will not apologize for taking my victory lap. I refuse. And
Nor should you, sir.
yeah, and that's what it is. I know you didn't say I should be. I shouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, hell yeah, I'm taking my victory lap. Because when it's all said and done, the only people who believed that shit would happen were Miami Hurricane fans. Because clearly nobody else who call pundits or professionals didn't think that shit would happen.
I don't know, man. All day Saturday on game day, all the people up there were saying, no, we think they're going to flip this.
I don't know which game day you were watching. The only one who was saying it was Booger McFarland. The rest of them were just like, nah, I don't think so, because of what they've been doing right now.
Nick Saban said it. Nick Saban said, I think the committee will. Herb Street said that, hey, he
They
thinks
probably should.
He said that he thinks they will, and he thinks that the problem is that the committee meets and they don't have all the season's information. So he was like, ultimately, it's not going to matter until the decision tomorrow. And I think they will consider head-to-head tomorrow. A lot of people said it. I understand, like, it's easier for you to feel like everybody's slighting your team than to, like, embrace that there are a couple people that agree with you. But I think there were a lot more people that agreed with you, even publicly, than you're willing to give credit to. I mean, but it probably does make it feel better to be like, hey man, everybody was against us and fuck them hoes, we did it. So I'm with you on that.
Well, all I'm saying is, yes, I'm a fan of fuck these hoes. You should have been on the squad, but you weren't on the squad. But there are a lot of people who weren't. There are a ton of people who weren't. And that's okay.
But you also got to understand, there's a lot of people that also know who your quarterback is. So because I know who your quarterback is, I know ultimately.
I understand that.
You ultimately you will be rewarded with failure.
Well, but you know what? We may be rewarded with failure, but we weren't rewarded with failure today.
No, absolutely, man.
And I'm very happy about that.
I'm happy Carson Beck has got your squad to a chance to be disappointed on a bigger public stage, because that's what he's really good at. Like, he's really good at being able to disappoint you on a big stage.
Or honestly, we could just be the Notre Dame of last year and just run our way to the finals. Which
you better.
Hey man, I'm cool either way.
And
but
if y'all win a national championship with Carson Beck, I will concede that is a fine, fantastic defensive performance by Miami. God, that means y'all's defense is awesome. So awesome that y'all were able to tell your quarterback, hey, just don't throw it. Just hand the ball off.
I mean, regardless of what happens, it's okay because, you know, we put the proverbial stick in the heart of Notre Dame. We did it in week 1, and it happened again today. And yes, I'm just going to be that guy. And for the first time, thank the committee for doing something intelligent. Because Lord knows, y'all made me question you every week. And that's what it was. And with that being said, we'd like to thank y'all for listening to our extra long episode today. A 5-minute warning. Once again, JTD Creations. Check them out on Facebook. Moby's shirt was made by them. I even got a sweatshirt today by them, and it's awesome. So it was just too hot to wear in the house. But hey, check them out. They're good at what they do, and we appreciate them for sponsoring our program. And of course, tell a friend, tell an enemy, just tell somebody about us. We do this every Sunday night, 9 p.m. until we decide to not be on anymore, aka today. You know, we enjoy. We thank you for answering questions and being there for us. We thank you for listening to us, whether live or on the podcast, and we appreciate. Thank you to AG. Thank you to Moby. Hey, let's do this again next Sunday. I'll be here. I hope you will be as well. So, with that being said, once again, thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And as always, peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.
You know that white pointy hat group that was founded in 1865, the one that's 160 years old? And in all of that time, the United States never once labeled it a terrorist organization? A group that lynched, burned, bombed, and terrorized Black Americans for generations. They not only avoided the label of terrorists, but also for decades operated as a nonprofit, tax exempt, under the protection of the same government whose citizens they murdered. So to be clear, you can be brown, Muslim, or even just have the wrong name, and you're viable to be put on a watch list. And the system will brand you as a threat in seconds. Apparently, also, if you say that fascism is bad, you're on a list. But the pointy white hat crew, they can march in daylight. They can host rallies. They're protected by free speech. So when people talk about law and order or who the real terrorists are, remember who's been allowed to actually terrorize this country without consequence. Maybe the issue isn't that America can't identify terrorists. Maybe the issue is who America chooses to protect from that definition. Because if the pointy white hats still aren't on that damn list, then the problem is not national security, it's national hypocrisy.
Hoover decides that the Black Panther Party is the most dangerous organization in the country. It actually isn't because of guns. The United States has got more guns than any small Black community in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is ever going to have. What they were afraid of was exactly that. It was the care. Mm-hmm. It was the food.
The goodwill.
It was the protecting you when you were illegally evicted from your home. It was the clothing. It was the health care that they were providing for people.
Doing the job of the state.
Doing the job of the state delegitimizes the state And the people will then start to turn to each other, and that is a threat when you don't want those people to self-organize. It really is as simple as that. I don't think that most political parties, especially not in our two-party system, want to be a threat to the system they're trying to run.
Oh, hell no.
So they don't go help people because that's a threat.